Mr. Kramer, what did you do before Jerry Seinfeld made you an icon?
I managed a rock reggae band. I had everything to avoid actual work.
The real-life Kramer is dragged into court by a disillusioned worker from his failed mayoral campaign.
I will tell you that you're an interesting character, but I wouldn't let you run a city. We've had that already.
Donald Iarussi says Kenny Kramer, the inspiration for Seinfeld's Kramer, did not pay him for working on his Kramer for Mayor campaign. Kramer says no one was paid.
Order, all rise. Now, this is case number 456 on the calendar in the matter of Iarussi versus Kramer. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Have seats, please.
Well, this is a rather interesting complaint. Mr. Iarussi, according to your complaint, you became involved with the defendant's campaign when he decided to run for mayor of New York City. And I gather from your papers and from his response that he decided to run for mayor because he had developed a certain celebrity, because the character of Kramer from that wonderful Seinfeld program was fashioned after him. Is that right, sir?
This is a fact, Your Honor.
You're much better looking.
Thank you.
So you became involved with this fiasco because
Yes, Your Honor.
even I'm sure Mr. Kramer over here knew that it was a fiasco.
I don't think so, Your Honor.
Well, listen.
That was a serious intent at the time I began this campaign.
Mr. Kramer, New York City is an interesting place, and I've lived in New York most of my adult life. And having seen you, sir, and having watched your character for many, many years, I will tell you that you're an interesting character, but I wouldn't let you run a city. We've had that already in New York. So, you became involved in this fiasco
Yes, Your Honor.
that I assume you believe you're an intelligent human being,
I believe so, most of the time.
and you are a New Yorker.
Yeah, a New Yorker.
So, as a New Yorker, you're supposed to have a certain amount of common sense, know where it's at, know what's real, know what's not real, know when it's raining, know when it's somebody else is doing something on your leg. You're supposed to know all those things, right?
Well, I did live in Texas for 8 years.
So you became involved with this thing sort of
Yes.
on a lark.
Something like that.
Sure. And so you're suing him because you say that he promised to pay you 50 cents a piece for the signatures that you got on a petition.
And I did a great job.
Just a second.
Okay.
50 cents a piece for the signatures that you got on petitions so that he could get his name on the ballot. Because you
Yes.
needed how many signatures, sir?
7,500.
How many did you get?
We got over 7,500.
Did you pay anybody else for getting signatures?
No, Your Honor.
Then you decided, enough of this foolishness and I'm throwing in the towel.
It became a lot of work.
Yeah. What kind of work do you usually do?
I run a reality tour, a Kramer's reality tour, my show for Seinfeld fans. It's a multimedia romp through the world of Seinfeld, and I have a stage show based on it. And so basically I travel around the country, and I run this tour in New York City every weekend. And that's what I've been doing for a livelihood.
Well, what are you going to do when Seinfeld goes off the air? You're going to have to get a real job, Mr. Kramer.
I doubt it very much, because, you know, there's only 39 Honeymooner episodes, and that's still here. So Seinfeld will finish with 177. It's part of the world's cultural landscape.
Mr. Kramer, what did you do before Jerry Seinfeld made you an icon?
I managed to live through my own entrepreneurial ways. I did stand-up comedy for a number of years. I invented electronic jewelry. I managed a rock reggae band. I had everything to avoid actual work, I might add.
I'm glad you added that. Tell me how he promised to pay you.
Well, let's go back a little and how we actually met at a conference sometime in 1997, and I was putting together some articles, and I had wanted to do an article on Kramer for some Far Eastern magazines. So anyway, Kramer, I went on the reality tour, and I have to admit it's a great tour, and I enjoyed it and had a lot of fun. And so right after that, I started putting some articles together on Kramer, and on April 22nd, I had gotten a letter inviting me to share a moment of history with the real Kramer at 6 p.m. at the Cafe St. Francis. So I went there, and Kramer talked about had about 5 or 10 people there, and they talked about his intention to run for mayor, and people got picked for various positions to basically run the campaign. My duties were to get people to volunteer for the campaign, and anything I can do along that line, and also go out and get signatures myself.
And you got enough nutty New Yorkers who came
I got
up.
a lot of signatures. I think I'm the best there is in signatures getting, and Kramer will attest to that.
You got a lot. You said you got a lot of signatures, a lot of good-looking women, a lot of signatures you couldn't use because they weren't citizens, but they were good-looking.
So anyway, there was a time in the campaign where I was putting in a lot of time, so I had talked to the treasurer about not being able to do this because it was too time-consuming and needed to work something out. And he says, well, let me throw some money your way, and we'll have some money coming in, and I could offer what's a standard rate for signatures, and it's pretty much 50 cents a signature in New York if you do that. Go out and get signatures. So I agreed to that with him, and went.
Where is he?
He couldn't be here today, Your Honor.
Well, you didn't bring him here. You can't tell me what he said to you. You can't tell me that he agreed.
I couldn't get in touch with him.
Well, that's not my problem, sir. That's your problem.
So anyway...
Tell me what conversations you had with the defendant.
So Kenny and I had some conversations after that, and after the campaign was over, Kenny decided to back out of the campaign and not go any further. We both had other work and went different ways, and Kenny started traveling a little, and he was really out of pocket. And I had some things coming up where I figured, well, then if there isn't money in the campaign, or I'm not able to get in touch with his campaign treasurer, maybe he could do some appearances for me. And he agreed he would do an appearance for fundraising. And that was the last.
Fundraising for what?
Oh, I do a lot of work with nonprofit organizations, and I've won awards for my rape awareness public service announcements about for rape crisis centers.
So
I put together 30-second PSAs.
He said he would do an appearance for you.
Right, so he said he would do an appearance for me, and then
Did he do that? Did he do an appearance for you?
No, he did not.
Okay.
But he was also very busy, and I did keep trying to reach him. And there was never, an anger about this. It's just that I kept trying
so when did you get angry, Mr. Irizuli?
Well, I never got angry. I think he's a wonderful person and a good human being. I just think he owes me the money.
Well, just a second. Well, when did you decide that you wanted the money?
About a month ago.
About a month ago.
Yeah.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
I was an intern on the Kramer for Mayor campaign, and I just want to say that at no time did Kramer act improperly towards me at all.
And later today,
I don't find, sir, that part of your lawsuit is legitimate for this court. Do you understand? That is all I'm entertaining, sir. Do you understand? Period. End of discussion. I'm telling you what it is. If you wish to leave, you can leave.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Donald Iarussi wants former mayoral candidate Kenny Kramer to pay him for working on his campaign. Kramer says no one was paid.
I have a couple of questions for you. Did you ever have a direct conversation with Mr. Kramer wherein Mr. Kramer said that he was going to pay you for working on his campaign?
No, I did not. I did not.
So, is there any other person here that you had a direct conversation with who was attached to his campaign?
Well, I talked to John Seminary.
Shh.
Yes.
You didn't hear my question.
Go ahead.
Is there another person here who was attached to his campaign who you had a conversation with about payment of 50 cents each for the signatures that you gathered?
Yes.
And who was that?
John Seminario.
Where is he?
He's seated to the left of Kramer.
Step up here, sir.
I was Kenny's campaign manager from the whole time before that meeting began. We had hoped the campaign would be a little more successful. What we had thought would be, we had hats and pins and bumper stickers and T-shirts made, and we hoped that those funds would be able to kick off the campaign as far as the fundraising goes. And that never materialized. We had felt that the mayor
People in New York aren't that stupid.
Well, no, we had felt that the mayor
Could you answer my question for me? I mean, this is not a catharsis for you, sir.
No, it's not.
Did you ever
No.
As campaign manager.
No.
How come you always anticipate? It's like, I feel like Johnny Carson and Karnak. They answer my question before I ask the question. Listen to me. Did you ever tell the plaintiff that he was going to be paid for gathering signatures?
Yes, we had spoken. And
About what?
About some money for out-of-pocket expenses because people were traveling on the subway by themselves.
Right. I can
There were
understand
times,
that.
and I know there was a rainstorm, and I was caught with a bunch of people, and I went for a few rounds, you know. So
Rounds,
there were.
what does that mean, a few rounds?
Well, I paid for a few beers and some drinks for people.
Oh.
So, you know.
Mr. Irusi, I gather you had a conversation with him wherein it was discussed that you had certain expenses, and what were you going to do about it, if anything? And he said, we'll try to take care of some of your expenses, and if we can't, we'll try to work out some other way to make you happy. Is that about it?
Yeah, that's about it.
How does that translate into 50 cents a signature?
No, that translated into a money amount where we also talked about a personal appearance where I
Just
would
a
do.
second. Was there any time frame with regard to this personal appearance?
I emailed Kramer on July 10th, and he responded saying, let me know the date and time.
So did you tell him? Did you give him a date and time?
I did, but he was, well, no.
Just a second.
No, not a definite one because he was out of town.
So did you give him a date when you wanted him to appear and give him sufficient time so that he wasn't doing all this traveling so he could appear for you? The answer is either yes or no.
Yes.
And when was that?
July 10th, 1997.
Do you remember receiving that email?
I may have, Your Honor, but as Mr. Ruzzi said, I had been traveling a great deal. But, you know, one thing I'd like to make clear now, the dispute that he claims is about these signatures. But I'd like to just enter into evidence, if I may, some of these sheets of signatures.
Listen to me. You don't have to bother, because I find that there was no agreement with regard to payment for signatures.
Well, even if there was, the signatures are totally invalid. There are 15 signatures on our page. Every one of them is women. He's just
What's
signed,
wrong with women?
Well, and many of them from illegible. You can't read signatures. You can't, you know. So the point is, if you're paying for signatures, it should be a valid signature.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And later today,
Mr. Colford, you're supposed to file a lawsuit because it's a legitimate lawsuit, not because you're using it as a sword of Damocles that you're holding over somebody's head.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Donald Iarrusi wants former mayoral candidate Kenny Kramer to pay him for working on his campaign. Kramer says no one was paid.
Mr. Kramer, I haven't heard any testimony that is in any way persuasive that there was a contract, an employment contract, even if it was as an independent contractor, for him to be paid for those signatures. What I have heard is, and what I tend to believe, is that he was supposed to be in some way compensated for all the hard work that he did. There was never a fixed amount, but that you did, in fact, assure him that you would make a personal appearance for him at one of his fundraisers.
That is
now,
true.
isn't that true?
That is true, Your Honor.
And all I'm trying to find out is whether you welched on that agreement.
And I'm available to make a personal appearance at at any time
When?
and date that I'm available for.
Well, then this is perfect. We have a fine resolution to this case. Sir, I find that there was no contractual arrangement between you and the defendant to pay you for the signatures. However, I do find that he did agree, either through himself or through his manager, to compensate you for some out-of-pocket expenses, and you agreed to take the services of Mr. Kramer in compensation or in lieu of the dollar amount, and Mr. Kramer has indicated that he is prepared to follow through with that. So it's been a pleasure meeting you. I wish you continued success. Your case is dismissed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your
Step
Honor.
out. Out the back door to your right, please.
Look, I just want to say here and now that I was an intern on the Kramer for Mayor campaign, and I just want to say that at no time did Kramer act improperly towards me at all. Okay, I just want to make that very clear, because we are in a sort of a semi-legal, semi-media setting. I just want to make that clear. No soiled clothing of any kind, nothing.
And now the next case.
All parties on Kofod versus D'Amato. Step forward, please.
39-year-old medical salesman John Kofed is suing his on-again, off-again lover of 5 years, Gwen D'Amato.
Well, I've tried to make heads and tails out of these papers. A brief statement of the facts in these cases are what's usually asked for. You folks wrote a novella with regard to your complaint and your answer. But I gather from these papers that you were in a long personal and business relationship with each other, neither of which worked out.
Correct.
And, sir, you allege that during that time you advanced vast sums of money to the defendant, which are not the subject of this lawsuit. You understand that? Because you say that she owes you some $25,000. That's not the jurisdiction of this court.
I understand that, Your Honor.
So that what you are asking for is the personal property that you left behind when she told you to leave.
Well, actually, Your Honor, I'm asking for up to $5,000, which is within this jurisdiction of this court. I've given you documentation showing over $20,000 that I advanced on behalf of the defendant based on...
Well, sir, let me ask you this question. Why, if you have documentation to show that she owes you $25,000, why would you settle for $5,000?
Well, Your Honor, the defendant has no assets left in her name whatsoever. She's got somebody that's taking care of her, who has bought her a vehicle, who's buying her a home, who's given her thousands of dollars of cash. I have absolutely no chance of recovering anything from this woman if I have a judgment against her anyway. So
then, sir, now what we're going to talk about is the personal property that you left behind. Do you understand? You just told me that if you get a judgment against her, it's an empty judgment. Right? Is that right?
Not exactly, Your Honor.
Well, that's what you just told me, sir.
I did tell you that, Your Honor. The reason that I filed this case to begin with is because I'm continually harassed by the defendant. I had a temporary restraining...
Just a second. Just a second.
I had the defendant place a temporary restraining order against me without supporting facts, which was thrown out in court by a judge on June the 20th. At that time, I served her with a small claims case so that I had something legally against her that I could always hold in my hands in case she tried to do something again against me.
Mr. Kofod, what you've just told me is you're abusing the court system. When you file a lawsuit, you're supposed to file a lawsuit because it's a legitimate lawsuit, not because you're using it as a sort of Damocles that you're holding over somebody's head. If you have a problem with her with regard to filing false complaints against you, then there is a cause of action that you can file against her. What I'm telling you now, sir, is the only thing that I'm dealing with in this case is the property that you say that you left behind, which you say totals, I've read these papers, even though they kept me up half the night trying to figure them out, $1,025. And since you say she doesn't have any money, we're going to talk about the property. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
Do you understand?
I understand, Your Honor, but
I want you to
am I not within my rights, Your Honor, to sue her for what she has borrowed from me and not paid back, and for property that I paid for?
I don't find, sir, that that part of your lawsuit is legitimate for this court. Do you understand?
I understand, Your
Fine.
Honor, but...
May I respond?
Take that to civil court where the jurisdiction is beyond the $5,000 jurisdiction of this court. That is all I'm entertaining, sir. Do you understand? Period. End of discussion. I'm telling you what it is. If you wish to leave, you can leave.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
I'm talking about a Toshiba microwave, a Panasonic 2-line business speaker phone, Sears Kenmore vacuum cleaner, heavy duty, miscellaneous dishes, Tupperware, clothes, and appliances, total value of plaintiff's property in defendant's possession, $1,025. That is what I'm hearing today. Do you understand that?
Your Honor, I can't afford to take her to civil court and hire an attorney to do
Fine, then
that.
let's deal with the property that's here.
But my case was for the money that she took from me also.
Mr. Kofod, do you want me to consider the items here that you outline that she has in her possession that belong to you? Do you want me to consider those items?
What I would like you to consider, Your Honor, is exactly what I wrote down, was money and property taken.
This case is dismissed, that's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
Gwen is a drama queen. Gwen lies about everything. Gwen has got serious problems. She absolutely is a gold digger. Absolutely, without question, a gold digger.
He's bitter. He needs to move on and get on with his life. He needs to leave me alone.
I like them as a couple.
they were great friends of ours, and, you know, Gwen was a friend of mine, and unfortunately I can't look at her the same way.
I fell in love with that woman, and I believed in what she told me.
$500 interest for 3 weeks? Are you a loan shark?
No.
His ex-girlfriend wants him to repay the truck loan. He says she's just a woman scorned.
Sir,
Yes.
I don't believe you. I think you're full of it.
She's angry at me because I told her that I don't want to see her no more.
I hate to say this to you, sir. Look at you and look at her.
Yes, ma'am.
He says he paid you back. So first, would you mind telling me why you gave him $3,000?
I gave him the $3,000 to go be...
It wasn't $3,000.
It was...
Want to get to you?
That's correct, actually. I loaned the defendant $2,500 for him to purchase a 1995 Honda Civic. Upon returning it to me, he agreed to pay an additional $500. So, in a sense, it would be $3,000 that he returned to me.
What was the $500 for?
It would have been to apply toward...
It was interest, Your Honor.
Yes, that's correct. It was interest.
That's a lot of interest.
Yeah.
Over how long a period was he supposed to pay you back?
It was going to be over a 3-week period.
$500 interest for 3 weeks? Are you a loan shark?
No. No, ma'am. He was planning to fix the car and then sell it and...
It's not true,
earn...
Jennifer.
Just a second. Would you do me a favor? You're irritating me. It's not a good idea to start off by irritating the person who's supposed to decide your case. All right, let me cut to the chase. From what I gather from what you started to tell me before you were rudely interrupted, the $500 is because he was going to buy this truck, fix it up, sell it for a profit, and you wanted a piece of the profit.
That's a part of it. He actually had a truck before that he was going to sell, and he was going to give me the proceeds from the truck that he was selling.
Well, it's all getting very complicated. All I want to know is as follows.
Okay.
Did you, in fact, take out $2,500 and give it to him?
Yes, I did.
Why?
Because he was having some financial difficulties, and...
Was he a friend of yours?
Yes.
Was he a boyfriend of yours?
Yes.
Was he your only boyfriend?
Yes.
Now, you did, in fact, sir, borrow this money from her.
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Why did you borrow money from the lady?
She sort of offered to sort of make, alleviate my problems by having to go to a bank and, you know, pull out the money and from a savings account to a checking account. And what I'd done was like, she said that you can just borrow the money because we banked at the same bank and I could pay her in due time because I needed to buy some parts.
So what you're telling me is it was too much trouble for you to take the money out of your savings account.
Right.
And put it in your checking account.
I had to take a day off from work. That's why it was, Your Honor.
It's getting better all the time. All right. So you borrowed money from your girlfriend.
She actually, I didn't
Just
borrow.
say yes or no. So
Yes,
you
I
borrowed
did.
money from your girlfriend.
Yes, I did.
All right. Now, she says you didn't pay her back. Right?
Yes.
Did you ask him for the money back?
Many times, ma'am.
After what period of time did you two break up?
It was about the time that I started asking for the money back.
How long after the loan?
About 2 months after.
You were supposed to pay her the money back in 3 weeks, right?
Right.
But you didn't.
Not
Pay her
true.
back in 3 weeks.
I have what you call records showing that on the day that I sold my truck, she got her money.
Well, show me that. I'm really interested in that. And this case can be over very quickly. This doesn't say she got her money.
She had a pig slip collateral, Your Honor, for what do you call it, for the money that I borrowed.
Okay.
What collateral are you talking
Just
about?
1 second. This is for a 1990 Nissan.
Right.
And
that
this
was
is the truck that you're talking about.
Right.
So what you're saying to me is, as collateral for the loan that she made to you,
Right.
the $2,500 loan,
Right.
you gave her the pink slip for this truck.
Right, ma'am.
And what you're saying to me is, You sold this truck to this man,
Right,
and you couldn't have sold it without the pink slip.
right,
So she had to give you the pink slip back.
right. They were all
That's a
all of
lie,
us-
ma'am.
Shh, just a second.
All the parties were there that Sunday when the guy came to pick up the truck.
Were you ever there on a
No,
Sunday?
I was not there on Sunday. I don't know what man Mr. Sakajian is referring to.
She didn't get a chance to meet him. He was outside, and what had happened was like, she was inside the house. I had to get the, what do you call, the paperwork in order for me to, what do you call, do the transaction so I can get the money. So that's when, you know, he wanted to get his pink slip so he can render the money to me. So I took the pink slip outside, and I just came right back inside the house, gave her the money. That was
Did you
it.
have the pink slip for his truck?
I never received any pink slip. Nope.
Oh, my God.
Oh, okay. Did this man ever see the plaintiff? Were
No.
they ever in the same place at the same time?
The only thing was there was just between here and there. She was in my room, and the gentleman was outside.
He wasn't like
No.
Superman. He couldn't see through the kryptonite, right?
No.
Sir,
Yes.
I don't believe you. I think you're full of it.
Judge Judy will continue in a moment.
She's angry at me because I told her that I don't want to see her no more. That's all it's about. That's all. It's not all about the money.
I hate to say this to you, sir. Look at you and look at her.
And later today,
I've helped her out, Your Honor.
How?
She's asked me to buy diapers.
Diapers!
I've babysat for her.
Babysat!
I've did whatever I could for her.
No,
regarding
no.
my
No,
circumstances.
no.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Jennifer Berry wants her ex-boyfriend, auto body shop manager Paul Sakajian, to repay the money she gave him for a car.
Now, there's some reason why you didn't give her back this money, because you didn't give her back this money.
She got her money.
Oh,
Your Honor.
no, she didn't. Why do you think she's here?
If
Let
I
me
was
ask you a
gonna-
question, sir. Why do you think she's here if she got back her money?
She's angry at me because I told her that I don't want to see her no more. That's all it's about. That's all. It's not all about the money.
I hate to say this to you, sir. Look at you and look at her. Why do you think she would be angry if you said you didn't want to see her anymore?
I can't read her mind, Your Honor.
I believe you when you say you didn't get your money back. I am not giving you the $500 interest. It's excessive. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
But I am giving you $2,500. I don't believe a word that comes out of his mouth. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out. Back door to your right, please.
Something like this has really made things difficult for me to be with him.
Just usually when I have a relationship with somebody, I don't like to have signed documents, you know, and I feel pretty bad.
And now the next case.
Parties on Brown versus Bros. Step forward, please.
17-year-old Tyler Brown says his ex-fiancée, 18-year-old Mary Brose, should return her engagement ring and pay attorney fees he spent to get visitation for their 18-month-old baby.
What's your first name?
Tyler.
Tyler. This is your father?
Yes, this is my father.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Step up here, please. Tyler, you are 17?
Yes.
Miss Brose,
Ye-
you are 18?
Yes, I am.
Is this your mom?
Yes, my mom.
Would you step up here, please? There are two things at issue in this case. One is the return of an engagement ring, and the second involves legal fees that the plaintiff says that he was forced to incur when you tried to put his baby up for adoption. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, when she tried to put our baby up for adoption, Your Honor, yes.
That's what I said.
Okay.
All right. So how old were you two when you got engaged?
15.
Wonderful. Did your parents approve of that?
No.
Yes, they did, Your Honor. Her parents did approve of it. As a matter of fact, her mom was the one who was encouraging us to get married. She thought it would be in our best interest because Mary was pregnant, and our intentions were to stay together.
When you were 15?
Yes.
So tell me about this engagement ring. Where is it?
I lost it.
That's baloney. You don't lose an engagement ring. When did you give her the ring? After she told you she was pregnant?
Yes, it was right just about a few weeks after she was pregnant, Your Honor.
You have a bill for it?
Yes, I have a receipt.
Were you living together at any time?
We've lived together on and off, Your Honor. She lived with my mom and dad because her mom and dad didn't at the time want anything to do with her, and she divorced her parents. She got legally emancipated, and there's so much tension between both of the families.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
You bought her engagement ring at Walmart for $239?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, these legal fees, tell me about them.
Okay. Mary decided not very long before she was due to deliver Tyler Jr., our son, she decided that she doesn't want to be a mom. She decides that she wants to give the baby up for adoption, that she's not ready for this at the time. So my mother went, and we had got a loan that we got to take out to fight for custody of TJ. Now, a day before Mary goes into labor, she calls me and said that her dad had beat her up or something and that she wants to come back. So I said, okay, because, you know, in my mind, I didn't know what to do. We had already made all these arrangements and stuff. I said, okay. That night, Mary went into labor, and TJ was born. I was at the hospital with her and stayed with her the whole time while she was in the hospital and didn't leave until she left. At that time, she come back with us and lived with my mom and dad at that time. Now, so what I have is the attorney fees that we had borrowed was $1,500, but we no longer needed those for attorney fees because I didn't need the attorney anymore. So me and Mary kept the money to buy stuff that we needed for TJ and stuff when he was first born, like, you know.
Just a second. How much did you pay the lawyer? Not the loan. How much did you actually pay the lawyer?
I never actually retained him because it happened within just a few days.
Did you pay a lawyer any other money?
Yes, me and Mary, after TJ was born, like I said, she come back and lived with my mom and dad. So her parents filed a petition in court for grandparent visitation rights, and me and Mary didn't like the idea of it because they weren't involved in our...
Mary and I.
Mary and I, I'm sorry, Your Honor. She didn't like the idea of her parents wanting to, boom, become involved just out of nowhere. So we went and retained an attorney. We went and got another loan to retain the attorney, and he filed a response to their petition.
So what happened with the lawsuit over grandparent visitation?
Well, what happened is we never got served our papers or whatever to go to court, and the judge had granted them their petition for the grandparent visitation by default because me and Mary were never notified.
Mary?
Mary and I, I'm sorry. Mary and I were never notified of the hearing, and we never went.
So did your attorney show up?
No, he never showed up.
So how much did you pay this attorney that didn't show up?
Well, I have paid him $525 was what we paid him.
Now, this $525 was something that you both were, on a suit that you both decided to fight.
Right.
Is that right?
That's why I'm asking for half, yes.
Okay. You're not living together anymore. You have a baby. The baby is now 1.5 years old?
Yeah, almost 2 years old.
Mm-hmm. And you were 15 when the baby was born, or 16?
I was 15.
You must have been pleased as punch.
It was very devastating.
Judge Judy will continue in a moment.
I just took the advice of my attorneys, Your Honor. That's all I did.
Morality has nothing to do with what your attorney tells you.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Tyler Brown wants his ex-fiancée, Mary Brose, to return the engagement ring and pay him attorney fees he spent to get visitation of their 18-month-old baby. She says she lost the ring, and they both shared the attorney fees.
Let's talk about this engagement ring. Where is it?
I seriously don't know. I was swimming one day, and because me and my mom and dad go, my mom and I and my dad go to the lake, and we have a boat and everything, and we went boating one day, and I water ski, and it fell off, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. Now tell me about these legal fees. Did you and this young man decide to fight your parents' request to visit with the baby?
Yeah, we did.
Why?
I don't know. I really don't know anymore.
You don't feel that way anymore?
No, of course not. I don't. I know I made a mistake. I mean, I know I made a mistake. I know that. And I just panicked, basically. I mean, I'm sure if you had a kid at 15, you'd do, panic and stuff. It just scared me a lot.
More than panic?
Yeah, it scared me.
Are you living with your mom and dad now?
No, I live on my own right now.
How do you support yourself?
I work full-time.
Who takes care of the baby?
Actually, Tyler watches him now because we had got a court date, and Tyler was supposed to pay, I don't know how much money it was, and the judge said that Tyler could watch because he's not working, and Tyler said that he would watch TJ while I worked.
Why aren't you working?
I'm working, Your Honor.
So who's watching the baby?
I watch the baby during the day, and then usually Mary gets off of work at about 5, and then when I go to work at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, my mom just watches him from like 3 to 5 until Mary gets home. The judge thought that that would be in our best interest.
I think that's a very smart decision.
Your Honor, can I speak?
Sure.
In regards to the babysitting incident, the issue, we had just gone to court and he was supposed to pay child support. She has not seen a penny of it.
Well, the truth is, until he's of age, which is 18, under the laws in every jurisdiction, he's really not responsible for child support. He was responsible enough to make a baby, but paying for it is an entirely different thing. That's America. Now, if I had my way, his father would be contributing some of the support, just as you probably are contributing some of the support to make things work in your daughter's house, take care of this baby. But that's not the way the law is now. That's unfortunate. If I were queen, I would change that. In any event, so we have two issues, and I'm going to rule on those two issues. An engagement ring is given as part of a contract to marry. However, the law is that unless you are of age, you cannot enter into a contract. So we're sort of in a twilight zone here. You gave her this ring as part of a contract, which you couldn't make. So this Walmart ring, wherever it is gone. Now, I do think that there is some merit, sir, in your argument that you should get half of these attorney's fees, half of the $525, because from what the defendant tells me, she was also fighting the lawsuit that involved her parents having visitation with their grandchild.
$260, $250.
Oh, Bert, thank you very much. I don't know what I'd do without you. My mathematician to my immediate left tells me that half of $525 is $260, $250. That's what you have to give him. Understand?
Can I add something
Yeah.
here, too?
Oh, he wants to add.
Well, Your Honor, they had mentioned me not paying no child support. We just went to court 2 weeks ago, and I've just got the order.
I say something?
Just a minute.
And they're just now starting to garnish my wages. My attorneys had advised me to wait until we get the order. I've just got the order in the mail last week, and my support will be starting to be garnished out of my wages this week.
Mr. Brown, you see, when you keep talking, you always say one thing too much. Because I've been nice to you so far.
Judge Judy is ready to rule.
You needed an order to start paying child support? Your child's almost 2 years old?
No, but...
Just a second. You needed an order? What'd you think your baby was going to eat?
I've helped her out, Your Honor.
How?
She's asked me to buy diapers.
Diapers?
I've babysat for her.
Babysat?
I've did whatever I could for her regarding my circumstances.
No. Circumstances. If you're old enough to make a baby, you're old enough to be able to support a baby. And you don't wait until you get a court order to do that, sir, if you are a responsible person. I know that you like to think that you are a responsible person.
Well, I offered to give her money, like, for Christmas. She did not want my money for Christmas.
What's Christmas? I'm talking about every week, like you get paid, sir, at your job.
I just took the advice of my attorneys, Your Honor. That's all I did.
Just listen to me. Morality has nothing to do with what your attorney tells you. If you made a baby, morally you are responsible for contributing to that child's support. And it seems to me with your mouth you can say to your lawyer, look, I understand your advice, but the right thing for me to do is to pay child support, is to pay her even voluntarily until a court gives me an order, and I want to do that because it's the right thing to do. Does that have a ring of truth to it?
Yes, it does.
Good! $262.50 for the plaintiff, that's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Judge Judy will continue in a moment.
Out the back door to your right.
And on the next Judge Judy.
She's perjured herself in court before. She's a liar. She's a proven liar.
Like
you know,
you're
it's
not?
no big deal. I mean, I take care of myself. I think she's got a lot to learn in life.
Oh,
I'm
what?
so much better off without her.
Like I'm not?
I'm very happy now.
So am I.
asked everyone in the house did they know where my earrings was at. Everyone said no.
Missing jewelry, missing boots, and an unpaid babysitting bill. Cousins at war.
So you stole her earrings?
No, I did not steal them.
Oh, I'm telling you that you did.
They're lost. I don't know where they at. I didn't wear them.
You're a liar. And your mother is encouraging you.
Seated. Ma'am, have a seat.
Well, you folks are cousins, but clearly don't like each other. Is that a fair statement?
No, I never said I didn't like them.
That's a fair statement, Your Honor.
I never said I didn't like them.
Well,
I just have a disagreement.
Cousins usually don't resolve their disagreement in court. Mr. Scott, are you part of this lawsuit, sir?
I believe so.
None of this property that was taken is yours. Is that right?
No, the boots and the earrings are not mine.
Sit down.
But I helped contribute.
Sit down. Miss Scott, you allege, I assume that this young lady stole certain things from you.
Yes, she did.
What do you say she stole from you?
She stole my figure-8 earrings that I had purchased in November. They were diamond-cut figure-8 earrings. And she stole my Timberland boots.
Okay. And you claim, how old are you?
I'm 16.
Your name is?
Tierra Walker.
Tierra?
Yes.
And you say, well, I have the earrings, right?
No, I don't have the earrings.
Who has the earrings?
My little sister, Tanisha Walker.
Where is she? That Tanisha has the earrings.
Yes.
And she'll give them back when she pays $450 for babysitting, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And as far as the boots are concerned, you have her boots?
Yes, yes, I do.
And the reason I took her boots is because she borrowed my sneakers and didn't return them.
Yes, my mother and my sister had to go up there and get them.
But you still have the boots?
Yes, I do.
So why don't you tell me how this family tragedy began?
Well, it all started in November when me and my husband and my 2 children went over Tracy's house for a couple of weeks to stay until my house came through. When I went over there, I took my jewelry off and I set it on the entertainment system. 2 days later, when I went to put my earrings back on, they were gone. I asked everyone in the house did they know where my earrings was at. Everyone said no, including my husband. I called Tracy while she was at work, and she said she didn't know anything about them. I was hoping maybe she put them on to go to work in or something. So that was the end of my earrings. I moved out on December 2nd. I got my house. Maybe 2 weeks later, I moved away, and about a week later, Tracy called me saying Tierra ran away again. Tierra's a runaway. She ran away again, and did I see her, or, you know, did I know where she would be at or anything like that? And I told her no. And as the conversation grew on, she said, and she ran away in your Timberlands, my boots. And I was like, my boots? So, you know, I said, well, you're going to have to get me another pair. She said, no, she's going to have to get you another pair. Tierra's 16 years old. She's a minor.
No, no.
Shh, shh,
I'm sorry.
Shh.
Tierra is 16 years old. She's a minor. I don't expect anything to come from her. I expect it to come from her parents. Her husband, Tyrone Walker, said the same thing to me. He told me he would make sure that, you know, I would get my belongings back.
Okay. So it's those 2 things. It's your boots and your earrings.
Yes.
Step up here. How did you come in possession of her earrings?
Okay. Well, she left them, so I picked them up.
She left them where?
At my house. So I picked them up, and I said, well, Sharon, you know, kept telling me that she was going to pay me for babysitting her baby for her. Okay, I babysat, and I babysat. She never gave me no money for babysitting except for 2 times. So I just said I'll take her earrings just in place, you know, just in place of the money. But I said I will return them when she gave me my money.
That's a lie.
Just a second. Who did you say that to? To you? To yourself?
I told my mom, and I told her boyfriend.
You picked up the earrings. What did you do with them when you picked them up?
Nothing. I put them up.
Put them up where?
On top of the refrigerator.
What'd you put them up on top of the refrigerator for?
Because she wasn't getting them back.
She wasn't getting them back?
Yes.
So you stole her earrings?
No, I did not steal them.
Oh, I'm telling you that you did. I'm telling you that you stole her earrings. If she owed you for babysitting, you have the perfect right to say, you didn't pay me the last time for babysitting, and I'm not going to babysit for you again until you pay me. You don't wait until According to you, she owes you $450 for babysitting.
I said $330. I didn't say $450.
Well, I have a countersuit here for $450.
Well, they must have.
Shh. And that's made up nonsense and say, well, that's the reason that I took the earrings.
Excuse me, can I say something?
Yeah.
Sharon had told my daughter on several occasions that she would pay her money for watching her daughter. Okay, yes. Tanisha agreed to it. Sharon knows that my daughter...
No, don't talk to each other.
Twice. She paid my daughter 2 times out of maybe... It was several times my daughter had
Just a
watched
second.
her daughter.
Listen to me. How many is several?
She had written it down. Okay, a total that she has gotten down so far was 9.
Okay.
2 different occasions Sharon paid her for watching her. The rest she did not. Only because my daughter being Tanisha, you know, nice and whatnot, she watched her child. She watched her child when her child was...
Is your last name Walker?
Yes, my last name is Walker.
And this is your daughter?
Yes. And she
Are you telling me, madam, that you are condoning, as a parent who's trying to set an example for their children, your daughter taking property that didn't belong to her, hiding it in your house by putting it on top of the refrigerator?
No, I did not.
Fine. Good.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
I don't want to hear from you. You're a liar.
Who's it?
You are a liar.
Well,
liar. You're a liar. And your mother is encouraging you.
And later today...
You mean the child was removed from your custody? The child was removed?
He was not removed. She abandoned him. She asked her brother to watch our son, and she left him.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Sharon Mall Scott is suing Tiara and Tanisha Walker for stealing her boots and jewelry.
Let us say that I believe everything that you said so far, that your daughter babysat for her 9 times and was paid twice. Right? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
All right. And how much were you paid on the 2 times that you babysat?
Well, she only paid me $20
one time.
That was for 1 day.
Yes.
She paid me $10 the other time.
At the time that she paid you the $20, how long did you babysit for her?
Well, Marvin brought the baby over about 10, and she came pick him up like around 7.
10 in the morning, and she came and picked baby up at 7 in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
And you babysat for $20 for that period of time.
Yes.
Now, the next time you said she gave you $10.
Mm-hmm.
So how many hours did you babysit at that time?
Well, that time, I said she paid me about $10 for 3 hours because I told her I would watch the baby while she go out and dance.
So let's say it's about $3 an hour. Now, the other 7 times that you say you babysat for her, tell me about them.
Okay, I babysit the baby 3 times. That was for a 1 week period.
What do you mean a 1 week period?
Okay, I babysit her for 1 week. 1 week.
What's a week? You mean for 7 days you baby?
7 days.
7 days?
Yes. I babysat her baby.
From what time to what time?
They brought the baby over on Friday. Came back the next Sunday.
You mean for a whole week they left the baby with who?
Yes, they did. Me.
With who?
Me.
Tell me about that.
That's a lie, Your Honor.
No, it's not.
My daughter right now was only 7 months. She hasn't babysat my daughter since, I say about 3-4 months now.
Did you ever leave the baby?
No, I did not.
You didn't let me finish the question. How could you answer the question if you didn't let me
Well,
finish?
I'm just saying, I did not. I never left my baby with the minor for a week.
Well, that's what I'm asking you.
Never.
Did you ever leave the baby with her for a week?
No, never.
Did you ever leave the baby for a couple of days?
No, never. I will always, if she watched my daughter, it would be a couple hours, time period of a couple hours, and I would go pick her up, or my husband would go pick her up.
Let me explain something to you. Tanisha?
Yes.
Your countersuit is for $450 for babysitting. That's what you filed.
I filed
According to you,
$330.
let's make it $330 then, so that's even less. According to you, at $3 an hour, which is what you would say you were paid the last time, you would have had to have babysat for her 110 hours. No way. Now listen to me, Miss Walker. I would suggest that you try to tell your daughters that if they have a dispute with someone, they do not resolve that dispute by self-help, which is what your daughter did. Your daughter took property, she stole it. She stole it, it didn't belong to her. She had no right to take it. Absolutely no right to take it. If she had a dispute with regard to babysitting, she always has a legal recourse.
I understand what you're saying. Good. And that's what I told my daughter. But she felt strongly about what she did and the reason for her doing that.
Did you explain to her strongly as her mother that that still wasn't appropriate?
And it wasn't appropriate of her not to pay my daughter either.
Just a second. Miss Walker?
Yes.
You got a problem, madam. Your problem is if your daughter believes strongly in the virtue of her position, you have to explain to her as her mother that whether she believes strongly in it or not, she's wrong. You don't take property that doesn't belong to you because she may have a dispute with your daughter. Put your hand down. I'm not finished with you yet because we're going to get back to the boots.
Your Honor. Also, Tanisha had 2 rings that belonged to me.
Just a second.
2 rings, a pair of earrings in my boots.
And what about, well, you're absolutely right. You have 2 rings?
Yes.
Who has rings?
I have them.
You have the rings too?
Well, she let me hold them.
And she never returned them.
Well,
because what you did to my sneakers. That's why I didn't return them.
You also have her rings because of something she did to your sneakers?
Well, she let me hold them. She never asked me back. She never asked me.
Where are they?
I don't know. They lost.
Now, the rings I was willing to pay for.
Hey! What do you mean they're lost?
They're lost. I don't know where they at. I didn't wear them personally.
Now you. Why did you take her boots?
I didn't take her boots.
You were wearing her boots. It says here that you were wearing her boots.
She left them over my house, Your Honor. So I wore them when I left. But she never did ask me for them back. You never asked me for them back.
Just a second. Did you get back a pair of sneakers?
I had to go
get
them.
them.
Just a minute. Did you get them back?
Yes, I did.
Did you return the rings?
The
yes
rings
or no?
Tanisha lost.
No,
I was going
just
to
a
give
second.
her.
I want
No,
you to
I
answer
didn't.
my question. Did you return the rings?
No, I didn't.
Did you return the boots?
No.
Did you return the earrings?
No.
Good. How much did you pay for the earrings, the rings, and the boots?
The earrings was $350. My 2 rings was $100 altogether, and my boots was $129.
Okay. You have receipts?
Yes, I do.
I don't want to hear from you. You're a liar. You are a liar. Among other things, you're lying when you said to me that you lost the rings.
Well, I
Yeah,
didn't
no,
lose the rings.
liar. You're a liar.
I didn't.
And your mother is encouraging you.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Their mother is right now sowing the seeds of disaster with these 2 girls.
And later today,
What about the women who abuse guys financially, emotionally, every way they can, you know? And this snake right here has done that to me.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Sharon Mall Scott is suing Tiara and Tanisha Walker for stealing her boots and jewelry.
So your entire suit is for $579. Is
Yes,
that correct? Mm-hmm. You don't straighten your girl. I'm just telling you this. You don't straighten your girls out fast. You're going to find yourself standing in court with them a lot.
Exactly.
A lot.
Mind your business.
Hey!
See?
Shh. Don't start up with them. Her mother, their mother, is right now sowing the seeds of disaster with these 2 girls. She's already getting payback time, big time, with this one who ran away.
7 times.
This one isn't far behind. Judgment is for the plaintiff in the amount of $579. Your counterclaim is dismissed because I don't believe a word you say.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
You better not go home.
Out the door.
And now the next case.
Parties on Malden versus Branch. Step forward, please.
37-year-old heavy equipment operator Ray Malden is suing his estranged wife, grocery clerk Catherine Branch, for stealing money orders. Catherine is countersuing Ray for taking all of their possessions.
This is not a very difficult case. I just have a few questions. Are you 2 people still married to each other?
Yes, we are. I filed papers for a divorce, and it's in default right now.
We both filed papers for divorce, and we're both we're legally separated.
When did you separate?
First time, second time.
Second time.
Probably in October of '94.
Miss Branch, stop
Yes.
playing with your papers.
Oh, I'm sorry.
When did you separate for the last time?
For the last time, it was in 1997, I believe. It was in January of 97. I
Well,
filed papers for legal
I didn't ask you
separation.
when you filed. When did you last live together?
I have the date in my papers. It
You
was
don't
in
remember the
January.
year?
It was in January of 97, I believe.
He says 94. Did you live with him, according to you, in 97?
No.
Did you live with him?
Yes,
Ma'am.
I did.
Where?
No, I didn't. Excuse me, ma'am. I'm sorry. It was in 95. I apologize.
94, 95. All right. So now we
It's
understand.
in my papers.
You don't have to look. Shouldn't have to look in your papers to know when the last time you lived with your husband was. In what year? 94, 95, 97. That's a wide spread. So you've been separated for
apologize.
several years, correct?
Several years. Yeah.
He says that when he was giving you a lift somewhere, he had just purchased 2 money orders, the amount of $350 apiece,
370, ma'am.
$370, and that you stole them from his car.
Yes, I did. I took the money orders.
Well, you had no right to do that.
No, I didn't.
So then you have to give him back the money. Good. And this is a very easy case.
I have a reason why I took the money orders, ma'am, Your Honor.
There's no reason for taking money. I mean, I read this, and it's
yeah.
you know, you said he
Yeah.
left you alone with a baby, and he
Yeah,
didn't
he
provide
did.
support, and he didn't do all these
Yeah.
things. He didn't do all. That's what
Yeah.
courts are for. That's why you take him to court. You take him to courts for child support. You make sure that he pays it because that's the child's right to be supported.
Yes, Your Honor.
But you don't resort to self-help.
Yeah.
That's stealing.
And
How
I
many
had
children
no
do you
way.
have?
I have 2 beautiful boys by him.
Okay. You pay child support, sir?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
How much do you pay? You should know that as quickly as you know the date that you separated.
$196.85 a week. That's for 1 child. I just was ordered my first child
that is not
back
true.
into the home. The guardianship that was over my child has been terminated. It was terminated yesterday.
What do you mean the guardianship?
There was, because our marriage was so bad, ma'am, there was a guardianship placed over my first child.
You mean the child was removed from your custody?
The child was removed
He was
from
not removed. She abandoned him.
Just a second.
She abandoned him.
Whatever it was, the child was removed from your custody.
Yeah.
And the child by the state.
Yeah.
No,
By the courts.
not by the courts. She abandoned him. She asked her brother to watch our son, and she left him. And I could not get custody of him because of some technology, whoever it was, some things I couldn't do. Anyway, we went to court yesterday, and she did get custody of him. But there has not been any order made yet. And I am paying child support for my second son.
According to you, he's paid.
He's paying for alimony and for the child support for our second son. And on
Well, the first son wasn't with you. The first son was in placement.
No, I've been battling for my first son for the
I
last
don't care whether
5
you've been
years.
battling, you didn't have that child in your custody.
Yes, ma'am.
So he's been paying alimony and he's been paying support for the second child.
Yes, he has.
Fine, you had absolutely no right to take this $370 in checks, and that's what it totaled, correct, sir?
$370, yes, ma'am.
$370.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
I know her past life, her life now, and like she ain't changed nothing. Ain't nothing changed about her except this fake facade she has everyone to believe.
Now, you're countersuing for $2,500 for some items that were purchased during the marriage that he now has. What is that nonsense?
That's all the items like the washers and dryers, the
That'll be handled.
couch.
Listen to me. That'll all be handled in your judgment of divorce.
That's what I thought.
That's what
and
it
that's what I
will be.
thought, that the $370 would be handled in that area.
No,
also.
that you stole. Judgment in this case is for the plaintiff in the amount of $370. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
She's the biggest crook that I've met, that I've been involved with, you know, and it bothers me even to stand here right next to her. I know her past life, her life now, and like she ain't changed nothing. Ain't nothing changed about her except this fake facade she has everyone to believe.
The courts in Stanislaus County took my son from me because of the way I used to live my lifestyle. But since I have repented and I do go to church and I'm not perfect,
She
but
abandoned
you know
him.
what? The courts ordered my son to come back home.
That was offered the use of the credit card to pay for my car repairs.
So, sure. being dead, you accepted.
They were in love for 4 years, but now it's over.
Chivalry
Wants him to pay what he owes.
So that what you're expecting me to believe, sir,
She
all up to date on the Visa and all up to date on the MasterCard.
That's what I want.
You were all...
9-year-old student Wendy Hickman wants her ex-boyfriend, 3-year-old Mark Fraley, to pay.
Correct.
Together, what'd you give me credit cards for?
Well, we dated for almost a little over 4.5 years, and he did not have a credit card. So on occasions when he needed and
have a credit card.
I didn't want a credit card. I didn't need one.
Why didn't you? You had hers.
Didn't have hers. She had hers.
Did you hers?
I didn't use hers without her being there. She was
I
there.
didn't mean that you used it. Would you use her knowledge and permission? Did you use her credit card?
We used her credit cards.
Without her. Ever use her credit card for things that was strictly for you?
Yes.
Did you?
Well, some car repairs.
Like what? And that was for your car?
Right.
So you did need a credit card for your car repairs?
At the situation, I didn't really need a credit card. I could have paid for it myself cash, but it was, the use of the credit card to pay for my car repairs.
So,
offered.
Being dead, you accepted.
Well, that's a different type of, I wouldn't say that. I'd say that the money was supposed to be used towards a vacation that I was going to be going on with the plaintiff. Money was...
How much did you charge on her credit card for your car repair?
About $850.
How much did you pay
That
for
would be
it?
actually incorrect.
Okay. How much did he pay?
How much?
For the car repairs.
How
much did he charge on your credit card for the car repairs?
For the car repairs, how much did he pay? $100.
And how much of that did you pay?
I'd say I paid probably all.
About 14.
Show me.
I can't show you. I can show you what I did pay, though. I can show you what I've all of it. There's basically, the plaintiff had my checkbook. She wrote checks for me, paid over the year. She just said, okay, well, this is what we're paying, this is what I'm paying, and I just to pay.
Let me just see, sir, your checks for June.
There you go. Continue.
Okay. June.
And this is a statement, you know, paid 908. Your Honor, basically through our relationship, I paid everything.
What are you showing me here?
Those are copies. I couldn't get canceled checks in time. The bank sent me their paid for statements. So I'm showing you a bank statement, and as well as a wrong check ledger, which shows that I paid 908.
I'm not
Copy of my
check ledger, sir. Okay. Now, what about Visa? Interested in you? You see the charges on Visa for his car.
They're right here. And I have payments. I mean, this is from October of 95 until July of 96. He was a credit in the red. Those are his payments. So I gave him full credit for everything that he and there's or paid. I just want what he owes me plus the interest. It's accrued since. Did. I agree that it's pretty lame that he charges.
Very lame. Very lame. And
It wasn't a
nobody's
matter of me charged on her card. It's like, I want this, I'm charged on
Lame.
credit card. And you're paying for it.
Okay. You owe her some money for the car.
The credit card?
There.
But these other charges, are his that he made.
Repairs.
Did she?
I would not have said that, yes, go ahead and use my credit
Your
card
Honor,
and I'll pay for this.
On the Your Honor's bill that she breaks down for June, does she break down what would be my charges and her charges?
Mm-hmm.
American Express, why did she want to do that throughout our relationship on the American Express bill that I paid?
Why?
We always did.
Just a second.
Okay, what? Yeah.
She did.
No.
But maybe she did it in this month because, you don't break up. Why? Sir, things start going bad in the months before that.
A couple years before that.
Right? Well, they overnight a relationship longer than you should have. People have to be smart, and you stayed with men and women. You don't commingle these assets and expect somebody else. Court, both waste their time going through a 5-year relationship, separates to Kleenex and who bought toilet paper and whether it was his toilet paper or your Kleenex. That's just not going to happen. Who bought? You look like an intelligent young woman. You don't let somebody else use happen, madam.
I took his word. I thought he
dating
would
for
pay.
4.5 years isn't being married.
I realize.
Your credit card. Why after 4.5 years weren't you married?
Realize that?
Huh?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. Mr. Fraley.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to try to keep it as simple as possible. So, up in June.
July.
In July of 1996. So you broke?
Yes.
What I would like you to do is, assuming that this was valid, correct? It is not. But assuming it was, I just want you to take out the sheet evidence of payments that you made on the Visa and MasterCard on or after of 1996.
None.
All right. So that what you're in July to believe, sir,
Said everything was paid prior.
is that you were all up to date, expecting me on the Visa and all up to date on the MasterCard. If that's what you want me to believe.
That's what I want you to believe.
No way. No way.
Your Honor, breakups are
No.
I mean, through our 4-year relationship, I paid for, and I think the plaintiff will agree that I never good financially took care of her when we went out.
I would disagree.
Well, she can disagree. Basically, but since I was making more money than her, I took more of the financial burden. And that was understood.
Except, sir, that when you broke up, there was an $8,000 bill.
And
So,
okay.
that was a debt. That was a debt that
It wasn't my $8,000.
due on Visa. Well, but a good portion, at least a portion of it, sir, was yours. A portion of it here has repairs which were extensive, and you were making minimum payments due on the account. Your car, and you break up and you decide, well, I don't have to make minimum payments anymore on the account. I'm not going to make another payment. So that, which is exactly what you did, because there is nothing in your ledger to suggest that after you kissed each other on the account, you made one additional payment, which is really sort of outrageous.
I never
the goodbye.
Money I paid all along now.
Well, that's your problem.
I knew how much.
Judy continues in a moment.
I do believe him when he says that he paid for certain things.
Judge Judy.
Otherwise, you would have been a jerk to stay with him since he was earning 4 times as much as you were, right? In cash. Good.
And later today,
You don't, sir, ask
Yes.
your friend to step up to the mic so that you can do fisticuffs with him. It's like a boy dumber. Dumb and
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Wendy Hickman wants her ex-boyfriend, Mark Fraley, to pay her back for credit while they were together.
she's suing you for half of this $8,000, and
For the use of
half of it is yours. But I certainly think that your car repairs are yours. I don't even know. There are a lot of other charges here that are substantial, big ones. You know, did you go to Houma Lodge and Houma, California together? You went together and you charged that on the credit card, $232, right?
Yeah, we did. I paid it.
You paid.
Okay, she would charge something, I'd bring cash, and I'd pay cash. She charged it.
Who would you pay cash to?
I'd pay cash for everything else. It wasn't a matter of, okay, let's throw everything on the credit card. I'm penniless.
Oh, just a second. I understand. You went to this lodge, and how long?
I wasn't walking.
Lodge.
Two nights.
Yeah, 2 nights.
2 nights. The truth is, I see what you mean. The lodge is paid for on here, but you also had to eat. People. I assume you didn't go skiing or
I
whatever.
have my own money. It's not like penniless.
No, but he was with you, so I assume he paid. Cash.
No, not necessarily. I went
You know something? Truth of the matter is, I don't necessarily believe you. I think that you put some things on your credit card, some things that are clearly his bills. But according to this, you did go on certain things you put on the credit card. But if you look down the same dates, they're on vacation dates there, like for restaurants, going out to eat, so that he probably paid some of no cash, and you put some of the stuff on your credit card. And whether that balanced itself out of the meals and 50 is anybody's guess. You still had an $8,000 nut. 50-50. Nobody is going to figure this out. Certainly, I am not going to award you $4,000. Believe him when he says that he paid for certain things in cash. Otherwise, you would have been a jerk to stay with him since he was, because I do times as much as you were, right?
Yes.
Good. So I don't think you look like a jerk. So I'm awarding you earning $4. Consider yourself lucky. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
$1,000.
I was helping him out. He didn't have the money. He didn't have the credit to get a credit. So I allowed him to use it.
But I was making 4 times as much, so how come I didn't have the money?
Credit card? I don't know. Good question. You just don't say on good faith that I'm going to pay you back. You do it. That's just wrong.
Oh, but it's okay to take and take and take, and then that's all right.
And you don't twist a view of our relationship.
And now the next case.
He's on Welton versus Lunaria Restaurant. Step forward, please. All parties.
Harmonica virtuoso Danny Welton is suing restaurant owner Bernard Jacques for not paying for his performance. Bernard claims the harmonica player's rude behavior caused customers to leave.
Mr. Welton,
Yes, ma'am.
Rude behavior.
play the harmonica.
Yes, ma'am, I do.
You do that for a living?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
To your complaint, you had a contract with the defendant to play at his restaurant.
We had a verbal agreement.
According to...
Because I...
Am I speaking? You had a contract with the defendant to play at his restaurant.
Yes, ma'am.
You played there.
Yes, ma'am.
He didn't...
That's right.
That's what this case is about.
That's right.
He's got a defense, pay you. You didn't play and you cost him money. So, And he said it was an oral one. How much were you supposed to be paid?
Initially, my band was
You agreed?
$350 for the band. I was supposed to get 80% of all covers. And also, I was supposed to be reimbursed 5% I took out in the Hollywood Reporter. I got reimbursed for that. Also, something very important and very dear to me, he was supposed to feed my and gave them nothing. Nothing.
No, that's not true. Even according to you, he gave him something.
Band, and
He gave him stale pizza.
yeah, well, stale pizza. That was nothing.
According to you, they ate it.
They spit it, well, actually, they spit it out.
Mr. Welton, let me explain something to you, sir. We are not going to sit and play with each other.
Yes,
okay?
ma'am.
This was for when this performance?
One-night engagement.
And how many one night are you supposed to do in that one night?
2.
And did you do the first one? Shows?
Yes, ma'am, and it was packed.
Packed. And then there was a problem, to you, sir, with the second performance. So why don't you tell me? According.
There was a drunken lady in the audience who started to heckle me.
What did you say about it?
You know, I'll be honest with you, Judge. I do not recall exactly. If I were to say, it would be wrong.
Okay, so you started shouting things.
That's right.
How long have you been
Exactly.
a performer, sir?
All my life. Since
So
I'm 3 years old.
I assume that performers do this sort of thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
And
what
I
did
know
you
how
do?
to handle 'em.
You've had people do.
I start throwing lines back at her.
So what'd you?
To keep her quiet, hoping that would squelch. And her boyfriend got mad at me and threatened to charge the problem. And I said, come on. You know, he was going to the microphone. I was, you know, I wasn't going to back off. I've never taken a come up there backwards in my entire life.
So what happened?
Bernard,
So-
half a step show at that point.
Bernard, you closed the show down when that's.
We closed the show.
We were forced to.
You closed down the show. Is that right?
Your
What's
Honor.
happening? Very smart. Exactly the right thing to do. So what happened next?
Well, weren't that many people there because it's kind of an early type. Actually, there weren't. You get your big crowd the first show, and sometimes I noticed that there's supper club second show. The first 2 times I played there, there wasn't even a second show.
Oh, you played there before?
Never even before.
Did he pay you?
Yes, the first time everything went twice. The second time, he broke his agreement with me. He did not pay me the cover charges. Well.
But you went back for a third time.
Well, I gave him another chance. You know, I'm a sucker that way.
A sucker who never backs down.
That's right. I'm kind of an all-day, not back down sucker.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Mr. Welton marched bar screaming profanity that he was not going on until he was introduced because he's very around the bar and he doesn't do things this way. Big star.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Harmonica virtuoso Danny Welton is suing restaurant owner Bernard for not paying for his performance.
You didn't pay him.
Correct.
You didn't pay him anything.
Not even a...
Correct? No, he gave you stale pizza, Mr. Welton.
A biscuit.
Mr. Jacoby, tell me why you didn't pay him at all.
The agreement was for 3 shows, like every entertainer. Once we had to reimburse the people that were there, and we had to
You
turn
mean
away. Only did one
people for the second show?
for the second show.
For the cover charge?
That's correct.
Reimburse the people.
And we had to turn away all the people that were coming for the second and third show. We had to close the bar. We lost and bar revenue, and we lost show revenue. In addition to that, his manager, that's his present, had a tab for $80. Here it is, and he signed it saying he was going to pay it. The following day, he never did come and pay it.
Well, that's not his problem. He is not his manager's key.
Presenting Mr. Weldon. And in leaving the property, we have neighbors here. He assaulted our maitre d'. We have the copy of the security witness police report here. And it doesn't
Who's the maitre d'?
I am.
And
What is your name?
Gerard Buck.
You have a complaint filed against this. Step up, sir. This gentleman for assault?
I did file a complaint, yes.
How did he assault you?
On the way,
Against this?
he elbowed me very hard and kicked me.
That is not true.
I then called out security, made a report, and then filed a complaint with the police. Made a report. We called the department.
Were you escorting him off forcefully?
No, the police. You can't go near him. I mean, he's out of control. No,
Your Honor?
You are the manager?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
You drink a lot.
Pardon? If I may?
What?
No, that wasn't just for me. That was for other people in the audience.
Well, you drink a lot. Buying.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Why didn't you pay the bill?
Because
but you
that he's not going to pay us. And I said, you can deduct it from what you owe us. Because he said...
Oh, was that what you said?
That's exactly what I said to him.
Oh, so you told him to deduct
$80 from the amount of money he
from
owed
the
us.
$300...
Well, we had the 88... Your Honor, if I may explain.
Sure.
It's a 20 showroom with a large bar off to the right-hand side of the performance. A small and a large restaurant that opens up during the performances. Performers.
Just a second. What is your last name?
Edel, Your Honor. E-D-E-L-L.
Mr. Reed.
Your Honor.
Were you there when this incident occurred with this lady heckler?
Absolutely.
Edel. Well, didn't you tell Mr. Welton that he behaved totally inappropriately?
Absolutely. I don't believe he did behave
Sure he
inappropriately.
did.
This man threatened him bodily.
No, he didn't threaten.
No, I don't.
Started
Oh,
out-
no, Your Honor.
Mr. Edel, just pay attention to me,
Surely.
sir. Him until he's not a comedian.
Yes, I am.
He's a You are?
He's a stand-up comedian, Your Honor. So a comedian.
Listen to me.
Yes, sir, ma'am.
When you're performing, you're in somebody else's house. You, sir, are in his house. You're in some...
Ma'am.
He has invited guests into his house.
Yes, ma'am. A couple of drunken ones.
That's possible. You weren't playing, sir, in a church. You were playing in a bar. And somebody was behaving badly.
Excuse me.
Don't restaurant. Excuse me. I don't excuse you. Pay attention. Say, you don't have to be a genius to figure this out. You just have to use a little common sense. If somebody is drunk in the audience, then what you do is not to have that escalate into a dangerous situation. As you try for you, for the other patrons, for members of the band, dangerous. If a situation appears to be escalating, then you use good management, not that male macho testosterone that judge about so much lately. You walk off the stage, I've heard, and you approach the owner or the manager, and you say, lady out there heckling me, I just taken a quick break. See what you can do about this lady. I can't continue to perform. You don't, sir. Because it's her boyfriend to step up to the mic so that you can do fisticuffs with him.
No, he invited himself up to the mic.
I know you said, come on up here.
Well,
you know, it's like Dumb and Dumber.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
You're supposed to be in charge. You're
Sober as
supposed
a
to
judge.
exercise good judgment. And good judgment is not closing down the show because you invite to come up to the stage somebody who is probably drunk because he's with a drunk somebody, according to you.
well, he charged the stage, so I said, come on, you know.
Lady, you know, Mr. Welton, you keep changing your story. I want to tell you something. You told me your story. You said, I don't from anything. He says, I'm going to come up there, and you said, come on. Dumb, back away. Your case is dismissed. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next, Judy.
Excuse me.
It was profane language.
Next judge.
And he wanted someone to go up and introduce him. He said, I'm a very big star and I don't go on. And
I'm never belligerent to an audience. I've been a professional entertainer. I've sold millions and records. I think Judge Judy jumped to conclusions on this, but that's okay. Millions of records. There's a God in heaven, and as sure as he's there, Bernard will get hit because days. Is one of these.
So you did not give her the money?
She swore in court she borrowed money from an old lady, not her ex-boyfriend. So the judge checked it out.
First, you gave me the wrong phone number, but I'm smarter than you are. The second thing you did was that you lied to me. Because Miss Gabriel never gave you the money. You're a liar. Period.
Nurse Michelle Ayala didn't repay a loan. She used her truck as security. He took the truck.
Order, all rise. Quiet in the courtroom. Your Honor, it's case number 398 on the calendar in the matter of Simon versus Ayala. Parties have been sworn in. Judge, you may be seated. Young lady.
You two folks, according to these papers, were in a brief relationship. You each tell lengthy stories about the abuses, deceit of the other. But bottom line, this lawsuit is about a loan that you allege that you made to the defendant.
Yes.
And you made that loan to her after you had already broken up, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Tell me about that loan.
Well, she gave me a phone call one morning, and she told me she wanted to move out from the place where her and her children was residing, and she needed $950 for the first month's rent and for the deposit. And so I was kind of reluctant to even loan her the money. And then I just asked her if I could have the pink slip to her vehicle for a security.
You said this to her over the phone?
Yes,
Okay.
and also in person.
But first you told her over the phone.
Yes.
And what she asked you for was $950.
Yeah,
Is that what you lent her?
that's what I lent her.
And tell me how that came about.
Well, she came over about 2 or 3 days later. She got on the computer and she typed it up herself.
Typed what up?
I have a copy of the agreement that we made.
Let me see it.
Bailiff. And that would be Exhibit B. That was the agreement that we made that she typed up.
You remember signing that agreement?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So did you give her the money?
Yes, I did.
In a check form?
Yes, I did.
Can I see the canceled check, please? Don't show me a check receipt, sir. I want to see the canceled check.
Okay, well, I haven't got that from the bank. I just got the copy of the check, the duplicate.
The duplicate doesn't show me that the check was cashed, sir.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying to you, Mr. Simon?
Yes, I do.
Because her defense is an interesting one. And her defense is that you stopped payment on this check.
That's not true.
Well, it may not be true, Mr. Simon, but that's her defense, correct?
Yeah.
So tell me when he stopped payment on this check.
He wrote the check on the 29th of May for the rent. I did indeed sign for the contract. He wanted more more than just the money. He wanted a relationship. I told him the relationship was no longer in existence. He canceled the check and left me and my kids with no home to live in.
He put a stop payment on the check?
He most certainly did.
How do you know that?
Because he asked for the check back from the landlord and ripped it up. And I got the money from someone else. And I have a notarized letter.
From whom?
From the person I got the money from.
Where is that person?
She's an 87-year-old lady.
So?
And here's the receipt that I got from the landlord when I rented the place.
Well, I'll see the rent receipt, but not a notarized statement.
Okay.
So just give me the receipt.
Your Honor, that's not true.
It was very easy, Mr. Simon, for you to prove that to me. It would have been very easy for you to prove that to me by bringing me your canceled check. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
Now, you have the pink slip, so you took possession of the truck at some point.
30 days after the contract wasn't followed.
Mm-hmm.
Because it states in here, the contract, she was supposed to pay me payments of $200 a month for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And after the first 30 days, I tried to contact Michelle, but she was impossible to get a hold of. And Your
Just
Honor,
for my information, Miss Ayala, give me the name of the person that you say loaned you or gave you the $950.
Nadine Gabriel.
And who is that?
That is a lady that I take care of twice a week for over a year now.
You take care of her because she's at home?
Yes. It's like an in-home service.
Who's taking care of her today?
I don't do it all the time. It's just twice a week. I take her to her meals and take her to run her errands for her. She stays at home by herself.
Tell me when you asked her for this money.
When he canceled the check, I had nowhere to go. Nowhere. I had my kids, we had already started moving our stuff in. I didn't know he was going to cancel the check. Everything looked fine to me. I had signed the agreement, everything like that. He canceled the check. I went to her home after that, and I was profusely upset, not knowing what I was going to do with my 4 children. It was either live there or be in a shelter. So I was talking to her about it. She said, here, I've
Your
got
Honor,
the
that's not
cash.
true.
I've got the cash. Here it is. She doesn't believe in banks, and she gave me the cash to pay, and that's what I paid for.
Fine. Give me her phone number.
Her number's...
So, according to what you said to me, she's pretty alert lady. There's nothing wrong with her mind, right?
Most of the time, yeah.
What do you mean most of the time?
Well, yeah, she's pretty spry.
Good. Let's give her a buzz.
Okay.
Why don't you all have a seat?
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
So I need not get into anything else here because you're a liar. Period. End of discussion.
And later today,
I didn't feel like we were going overboard, but
You
a little
never
bit
do when
later
you're
on.
doing shooters of tequila and
Yeah.
beer.
Hey,
After the first
you know.
2 shooters, you don't know whether you're coming
never
or going.
know.
Yeah.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Steve Simon claims his ex-girlfriend, Michelle Ayala, didn't repay a loan. Michelle says Steve put a stop payment on the loan check.
Order. Step up, please.
Now, Miss Ayala, let's try this again. This 87-year-old lady doesn't answer her phone, so I want you to write out her address. I'm going to get information on the phone to see if this is the right telephone number, because
That's
I
fine.
can't imagine where she might be at this hour.
Well, if you need to let it ring and ring and ring.
I let it ring and ring
Okay.
and ring.
You need her address?
Yes. Would you write it out for Officer Byrd, please? Okay. Why don't you all have a seat here? Nadine Gabriel, Gabriel. Yes. Am I reaching Miss Gabriel? Miss Gabriel, my name is Judge Judy Sheindlin. Judge Judy Sheindlin. And I'm calling because I have a case before me. You know somebody by the name of Mrs. Ayala, who sometimes comes in to take care of you? Okay. Well, I have only one question for you then. Did there come a time recently in the last year that you gave her $950 in cash? Did you give it to her? Did you ever give her, because we're in the middle of having a lawsuit decided now. No, all I'm asking you is, did you ever give her a lot of cash money recently, you know, in the last year? And the amount was that she said was $950. Did you ever give her that kind of money? Please do. Thank you very, very much, Miss Gabriel. You're a very honest lady. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Order.
Miss Ayala, let me tell you what you did first. First, you gave me the wrong phone number. But I'm smarter than you are. On my worst day, I'm smarter than you are on your best day. The second thing you did was that you lied to me. Because Miss Gabriel never gave you the money.
She did.
No, she didn't. She said to me, she said, she asked me for it. And she wanted me to lie for her and say that I did give her the money. She said, but I got too many cats to take care of. And I'm 87 years old, and I wasn't going to give her that money. So I need not get into anything else here, because you're a liar. Period. End of discussion. Now, who's got the truck?
Me.
So I'm going to deal with your counterclaim right now. You're counterclaiming for $5,000 or something because you say he damaged the truck.
Yes, he did.
Right? It's his truck. So if he wants to damage it, if he wants to throw it off a cliff, if he wants to run it into a wall, that's what he can do. And he wants his truck back.
Yes, I do.
You got it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Within 5 days, that truck is to be returned to him. I will prepare the order. 5 days, you get your truck back, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out. Out the back door to your right, please.
Liar.
It doesn't matter.
Liar.
It doesn't matter. I have
I know
the
it
proof
doesn't
right
matter because
here.
you're a liar.
You're so
You're
immature.
so funny. Look who's immature.
You're immature.
If you're
fighting with a 12-year-old, Steve. That's
No.
immature, okay?
And now the next case.
Parties on Stitsworth versus Collins. Step forward.
47-year-old contractor Kenneth Stitsworth says that his old friend Mark Collins slugged him. Kenneth is suing Mark for medical bills.
How come you both look so nice and normal now? Hard to believe that you could go out and both get blitzed on an evening, which is what happened here, right? Went from one place to another, had a little drinking, old friends, been friends for a long time, right?
Right.
Right?
Right.
And then, according to you, sir, he assaulted you. And you had medical bills.
That's
How long
correct.
have you known him?
Mark and I have been friends for roughly about 21 years, since about 1967, 68.
Yeah.
Good friends.
So what happened this night?
Well, firstly, I'd like to say, Judge, that there are 3 reasons why I'm here. The first one is obvious, that I'm here to retrieve the costs for the emergency room, number 1. Number 2, in completing this, I look forward to phone calls being stopped at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning discussing this issue. And number 3, I also want to make certain that there won't be any more phone calls to my partners in Northern California at my corporation up there, where Mark is called up drinking and asking for a position with the company. So I want to make certain that those 3 items are taken care of.
All right. So let me dispel any misconception for you, sir. I cannot give you a restraining order with regard to items 2 and 3.
Understood. And pardon me. I'm in hopes that after today that won't be necessary. I just want to bring that up as an issue today so that we can get that at least recognized. So that's my intent.
Recognizing it is, sir, it's like window shopping. I don't like to window shop because if I can't go in and buy something, I don't like to look at it.
Very well.
Similarly, sir, if I can't do anything about it, I'm not going to beat my gums when he's going to say, she doesn't have the power to restrain me from calling his corporate office.
I understand that.
All
That's
right.
not an issue to me.
So,
here
Mr.
today.
Collins, if you've been calling his corporate office, just some good advice from somebody who's been around the block a little bit. The wise decision would be to cease and desist. Enough said?
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
No sooner did I say that, he wheeled around, sucker punched me, I say, and I could feel a lot of wetness on my face, and I looked and there was blood everywhere, and I just said, Mark, what have you done? Man,
Okay.
What have you done?
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. 47-year-old contractor Kenneth Stitsworth says that his old friend Mark Collins slugged him. Kenneth is suing Mark for medical bills.
Tell me about this evening, Mr. Stitsworth. Come on, let's go.
Okay, the evening started out, Mark had called my home about 2 or 3 days prior to this evening and had asked to come up. I'm in the process of starting some new projects and didn't really have the time to go out and party, although it was the weekend when he was calling.
Okay, let me tell you this. According to these papers, because we were moving along, you
All right.
thought you were going to discuss business.
I can cut to the chase.
Cut to the chase. That's
All right.
what we want to get.
The situation is Mark did show up to my home, and we both decided to go out and meet two lady friends of mine at a restaurant that's there in the area where I live. We did do that. We went in, we had some tacos, we had a few drinks. Mark and I were drinking shooters of tequila and beer. I didn't feel like we were going overboard, but a little bit later on.
You never do when you're doing shooters of tequila and beer.
Hey,
After the first two shooters, you don't know whether you're coming or going.
You never know.
Yeah, you never. One never knows.
But anyway, we got ready to leave. I decided it was about time to leave. We were going to go to another place to shoot pool, which we like to do. We walked outside. The two gals that I was with Mark, they both had their cars. I was going to go with one of them. They suggested I go with Mark because he had been drinking. And I said, okay, I'll go with Mark. With that, his car was parked on a real steep incline down in the neighborhood there. It was a dark street. I was following behind him, talking, going along, and he got just about 3 feet from the truck. And I said, Mark, you probably better let me drive. Why don't you let me drive? And with that, no sooner did I say that, he wheeled around, sucker punched me, I say, and I fell backwards, gravity pull, hit the top of my head. I didn't go out, but I got up right away. And I could feel a lot of wetness on my face, and I looked and there was blood everywhere. And I just said, Mark, what have you done, man?
Okay.
What have you done?
You ended up in the emergency room that night, and what was your emergency room bill?
The emergency room bill was 700 and some change, about 720 something, 727. I reluctantly went to the emergency room because I don't like hospitals, but nevertheless, these people advised me to do it. Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay, I'd like to have it. All right, Mr. Collins, you were out in the parking lot.
We were in the alley proceeding towards my car.
Let's start at that point.
Okay, I'd come up to see Ken to do business the other way around instead of what he said. Okay.
You're in the alley.
I'm in the alley. He starts this rhetoric about, no, I can't get you. I can't help you out now. I just spent $100 on the tab, and now he wants to go to the next bar. And I'm thinking, I don't have any more money. I was the one paying all the tab. I'm up here trying to do business with this guy. And I've known him for years and what a con artist he is. And I'm fed up.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
That's not good judgment. You're trying to do business with this guy who's a con artist.
This was like the last test, you know.
All right, so you were testing.
So I get fed up. I'm walking away. He's behind me, comes up, and he starts saying, I'm going to kick your butt. And, you know, and he pulls my arm back. And I go like that, and then I walk a few more steps, and he comes up and says, change the subject. And he goes, you better let me drive. And he grabs for my keys.
No. What's this? He grabbed your keys.
Well,
he said, you better let me
He grabbed
drive.
out my hand again.
What?
And he said he was going to kick my, you know what, butt. And I went, I don't think so. And I just went like that.
And you punched him.
And I punched him before he was going to punch me.
And you punched him.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. $727.60. Judgment for the plaintiff. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Judge. Parties are excused. You may step out.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Back door to your right.
And on the next Judge Judy.
Back door to your right.
He was in the wrong. He lied like he always does. But it was reversed all the way around. And I never want to have anything to do with him again.
I forgive Mark for the situation. I hope he does the same, and that someday we can go on and remain friends.
He's not even a good con artist, but he's a control freak. If things aren't going his way, he'll be out.
As you see, he just walked out because you can't face the music.
Did that happen?
Yes.
That's bull.
Do you remember?
Good. Just I can't wash your mouth out with soap, sir, but I certainly can take care of it financially. You owe her $3,692.61. That's the most expensive curse word you're ever going to... Why would you give him your credit card?
I didn't give him my credit card. I purchased things for him on my credit card because we were in a relationship for a long time, and he said that he was going to pay me back.
Did you live together?
No.
So you dated?
Mm-hmm.
Over what period of time?
About 8 months.
And tell me about the first time that you started putting things on your credit card.
I guess we went to the mall, and he wanted to get, I think it was a Sony PlayStation was the first thing that I got him.
What's a Sony PlayStation?
It's a video game system. And I got that for him because he said he really wanted it, and he said, you know, he couldn't come up with all the money at one time, so if I put on my credit card, he could come up with the monthly payments.
Mr. Lunzinski, does that sound familiar to you?
No, Your Honor.
You remember this video game?
I never asked for anything. They were gifts.
Tell me about being at the mall, sir.
I went to the mall. She surprised me, talking about she wasn't going to tell me anything what we were going to do at the mall, but, you know, she had all that inside of her what she wanted to, you know, buy me. So we went out. She bought me a Sony PlayStation. She took it in her responsibility to where she wanted to go out, you know. I mean, they're gifts. I didn't ask her to buy them. She knew that I wanted them.
I just asked you about one thing, sir, and you're going to give me a whole song and dance. You ever hear the expression, "Me think the gentleman protests too much"? Did you ever hear that? Charles Schultz didn't say that. What next, madam?
The car, my car. I was out of town on a business trip with my father, and my car was parked at his house. And I did mention that I did want to sell my car, but I needed to get at least $900 for it because I still owed that money on it. So I guess someone was driving by his house and said that they wanted to buy it, and so Lance sold the car to this guy that I didn't even know for, he said $1,000. So I said, okay, that's fine, you know, I'll do everything when I get back. So
what happened?
Nothing happened with that. I kept calling him, and the guy that bought the car changed.
How could he buy a car without you signing over your certificate? How could somebody buy a car without you signing over the certificate of title?
I don't know.
Where's the certificate of title for your car?
It wasn't in my name because I was going to get the title when I finished paying it off. So I have.
Whose name was it in?
In the person I bought it from, Dolores.
So the car wasn't in your name?
Right, because I needed to finish paying it off.
How did you sell a car that belonged to Dolores?
Well, if I can say one thing.
No. Answer my question.
How did I sell a car?
How do you sell a car to somebody that
No, that's a good
belonged
question. That's something
to
that,
Dolores?
Your Honor, I haven't figured out for the last 4 months. You know, the guy wanted to buy the car. He came to look at the car. I got a hold of her. She wanted to sell the car. But and the guy was supposed to give me $600, which I couldn't get $600 for the car. So the car had so many problems, you know, even though, I mean, I did something.
How do you sell a car without a certificate of title? You mean he just gave you money and he took the car? How's he going to register a car without a certificate of title?
I don't know, unless paperwork is in the car, Your Honor.
It has to be signed, sir.
Yeah, I know, Your Honor.
Madam, go to the police.
I'm in the process of doing that.
Go to the police. Don't tell me about this car. I think you two people are both whacked up. I really do. Something suggests to me that you're both a little off. You go to the police, and you have the police get the car back. Did you get any money for it?
Didn't you get any money for the car?
What word didn't you understand, sir? Did
Yeah, I
you
got
get
money,
any
and
money
I got money from the guy that bought the car, and I handed her $400. That's the only amount that he gave me that was affordable for him, even though he had to pay $600, which he was supposed to pay $200 more. And next thing you know, the car's in his name. And I'm not God. I don't know how he did that.
Did he give you
I don't
any
have a
money?
crystal ball.
Just a minute. Did he give you any money?
He gave me $400. And then I gave it back to him.
What?
Then I let him borrow it.
Borrow it?
When did you let him borrow it?
I'm not sure. It was for car payments and groceries and stuff that he wanted because he said he was going to pay me back. You know, I admit that I was an idiot, and I know this.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
You would throw temper tantrums in the mall, and I was scared of you, so I bought those things for you.
Oh, different story.
And later today,
It's not her fault that your father violated his parole and served 6 months. She doesn't have to support you, sir. She's got enough trouble of her own.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. 20-year-old Emily Siebertson says her ex-boyfriend, 26-year-old Lance Lunzinski, owes her money he borrowed before they broke up. Lance says the money was a gift.
So far, the only thing that you told me you bought for him, madam, that he said he would repay, was this Nintendo game or whatever else it is.
Yeah.
What
and
else did you
some
buy?
Games, a shaver, clothes, shoes, and money for the car payment, groceries, and...
For him?
Yeah. He said he didn't have any money, so I was helping him out because we were in a relationship. I trusted him. I cared about him.
I mean, Your Honor, we were in a relationship. We loved each other. We cared about each other. I didn't love her where she didn't think inside I loved her the way that I should have loved her. She loved me more. She gave way too much in a relationship. She gave way too fast. You know, I haven't got stuff like that since I was a little kid from my mom bringing me stuff like that.
That's
you know,
because
now I'm
if
here.
I didn't get you things, you would throw a temper tantrum and you would either
That's
beat me
incorrect.
up or you left me stranded at the mall if I didn't buy you those boots.
No,
you
I
know,
don't think so.
You would throw temper tantrums in the mall, and I was scared of you, so I bought those things for you. and they were
Oh,
not
different
gifts.
story. Listen to me, madam. It's coming clear to me. He used you.
I know.
He used you. But this is a court. In a court, there has to be a contract. Because what you're really suing for is a breach of contract, that you had an oral contract with him, that you would allow him to make certain purchases on your credit card and he would pay the bills.
Right.
And he never made a payment on your credit card.
Yes, he did.
He did?
Yes, he
Oh, he
total.
did. Show me where he made a payment on your credit card.
I made quite a few of them, to be honest with you.
You did?
And it's just something that I didn't have to do. It's just...
Oh,
You know?
now it's coming nice. This is easier because then I could do the right thing, even though I thought
I mean,
that I
it wasn't
wasn't
money
able
that
to.
I owed. You know, it was $75 to go get a concert ticket, the Pink Floyd concert. They wanted to...
Oh, good. Oh, right. And you did make certain payments, sir.
It wasn't even payments. It's something that I gave. That's what my heart wanted to do. You know? I mean, it's only money. It's only a piece of paper.
How much does he still owe on the credit cards?
He paid $300. What was the?
It
was
$3,900.
$39.92.61 minus $300, I guess.
Now that includes $1,500, over $1,500 in ATM cash advances to him.
Right.
What was that for?
For when he needed tires for his car, and I did give him my ATM card.
Just a sec. I have a hook to hang my robe on because he did make certain payments, which acknowledges the fact that they were loans.
Right.
Okay. So because he used you, there's no question about that. However, I wouldn't say anything to me if I were you, sir. You have to prove to me that there was an understanding, clear contract when he said to you, I'm taking out this money and I will pay you back. Did that happen?
Yes.
That's
$1,573. I can't wash your mouth out with soap, sir, but I certainly can take care of it financially. You owe her $3,692.61. That's the most expensive curse word you're ever going to say. That's all!
Parties are excused. Step out. The back door to your right.
I fell for his scam. He's been doing it a lot more longer than I have, and you know, I cared for him. I cared for the family, you know, and I had a good time with you guys.
It wasn't
but,
a scam.
You know,
it wasn't a scam.
And now the next case.
Parties on Mazer versus Woodbridge. Step forward.
21-year-old student Matthew Mazer says his father's former live-in girlfriend, Pamela Woodbridge, illegally evicted him after his father went to jail.
How old are you, Mr. Mazer?
21.
When did you turn 21?
April 30th.
Now, in May of this past year, you were living with the defendant,
Correct.
correct? And you were living there with your father.
Yes.
And your father and the defendant were engaged to be married or living together. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
What were you doing with yourself in May, sir?
I was beginning to go to college at that time.
What do you mean beginning to go to college? Who begins to go to college in May?
No, I was going to go through summer courses.
That starts in June or July.
Well, registration's in May, though.
That's not a major effort, sir. That's not doing much, going to register for school. It's not necessarily a full-time job. What were you doing with yourself in May?
Nothing at that time.
What were you doing in April?
Well, nothing at that time either, ma'am.
Well, let's try March. What were you doing with yourself in March?
Nothing, preparing to go to school. I was...
You mean getting into the thinking mode? Is that what you're trying to tell me, Mr. Mazer? All right. All this has a purpose, sir. You're suing the defendant because in May, according to both of you, your father got arrested, taken off to jail, leaving you living with a perfect stranger, right?
No, we lived together for 8 months prior to that.
8 months, a lifetime.
We were pretty close. Well, they went out for 2 years before that.
But you were living with them for 8 months.
Yeah.
And your father was, I assume, contributing to the household. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
It's a two-bedroom apartment.
Yes.
So after your father was arrested, you were still living there. You are suing her for $4,000. You say she illegally evicted you from the apartment, and she kept your furniture that you bought.
That's correct. It was bought for me by my father.
It was bought and for you. You better get, before you go to college, you better brush up on your English. It was bought for you by your father. Now, what did you expect her to do, Mr. Mazer, when the person who was contributing to half the rent, I assume, half the utilities, is hauled off to jail, leaving her with a total biological stranger to support? Because you're on your way preparing yourself for college. What'd you expect her to do?
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
I got steroid psychosis because they tried to put me in remission. So I went crazy, and David kind of came into my life, and I didn't know he was a con artist.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Matthew Mazer claims his father's former live-in girlfriend, Pamela Woodbridge, illegally evicted him.
Who are you?
I'm his father.
Terrific. Step up here. Mr. Mazer, how did you expect this lady to take care of business when you were arrested? What were you arrested for?
I wasn't actually arrested. I was taken into custody by the parole department based on some facts that the sheriff's department gave them, which
So
to
you were
date
on
they
parole.
never even filed on.
So you were taken into custody on parole violation.
Right.
Did you spend any time in jail, sir?
Yes, I did.
How much time?
6 months.
What arrangements did you make with the defendant to support the household while you were in jail?
None. It was paid for through the first of the following month, and I didn't anticipate staying in jail very long.
Okay. So she told you that you had to find another place to live because she needed a roommate who could afford to pay at least half the rent.
That's correct.
Sounds right to me.
He was on the lease.
Who put your name on the lease?
She did.
Did you put his name on the lease?
He's listed on the lease as a minor.
Let me ask you this question. How long were you living in this apartment?
I moved in on November 10th of 1996.
And when did he move in?
He moved in, I couldn't
At
put
the
him
same
on the
time.
lease. Right.
Shh. At the same time.
But I couldn't put him on the lease because David has been to prison 2 or 3 times for credit card fraud, and so his credit is ruined.
Now, this young man moved in with you later.
No, he did move in at the same time as
So
well.
you all moved into this apartment together?
Right.
Okay. Mr. Mazer, I assume you moved into this apartment and your arrangement was, because you told me that you did, that you were going to pay the expenses on the apartment. You paid the rent, you paid the utilities, correct? Right? That was your arrangement with this lady. Where had you lived before?
I had a house in Dana Point, and in 1995, I got multiple sclerosis, and my husband of 11 years divorced me. And anyway, to make a long story short, I got steroid psychosis because they tried to put me in remission. So I went crazy, and David kind of came into my life, and I didn't know he was a con artist. He has scammed me out of $180,000. And I have my credit report right here to show.
The question that I'm asking you, and that's all very interesting, is when you moved into this apartment, I assume your arrangement was, because you did it for some 6 months, that you would pay the bills.
Right, and I think
Oh, good. Now, that was the arrangement that you had with us. So then you get hauled off to jail for 6 months, leaving her with the apartment,
And
nobody to pay the rent,
I had no,
and
no,
your
that's
son.
where you're wrong. I had $5,000 in cash with me at the time I was arrested.
So what did you do with
Which was to pay her attorney to fight for the custody of her children. That money was taken, and I have this document, was taken in by the Department of Corrections and mailed to me the following day to the jail. For what purpose, I don't know. But I did have...
Did you get $5,000 from him?
No, his parole officer told me that David did have, I think she said $4,000, and she asked him, did he want her to give it to me, and he said no.
Just a minute. Do you have any proof to show me, Mr. Mazur, that you provided the defendant with $5,000 in order to cover the expenses of this apartment while you were away?
Yes.
Don't show me a lot of papers there. Show me where you turned over the money to the defendant to cover the expenses of the apartment.
The apartment part was, here it is right here, $2,993.
Let me see it.
And the Sheriff's Department kept it. They said they could not give it to her because they
Just a minute.
arrested
So
me.
the answer is she didn't get it.
Yes.
So what are you showing me this baloney for? She didn't get it. So what you're telling me is I should take your good intentions into consideration.
No, she rented it, but what? The rent was paid to the end of the following month.
All right. She doesn't have to keep your son there not working. Now, furniture. You had furniture?
Well, David had gone out and bought a futon for Matthew on my credit card. Well, it may have been a joint credit card.
Right.
David was doing credit card roulette, basically.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
He went out and bought a futon.
Right.
Is that the only piece of furniture that was bought specifically for Mr. Mazur Jr.?
Yes.
Okay. Now, there are other items. What other items, sir, do you say were bought by your father for you?
Not really any other furniture, just a couple tables and...
Tables? What
yeah,
tables?
just like end tables.
End tables? What end tables? Talk to me.
His mother took
They're
What end
just,
tables?
They're just glass end tables, brass.
That your father bought for
Brass
his
and glass.
20-year-old son?
No, those were mine when I brought them there.
Okay, so where are they?
His mother took them. She came and picked up his things.
Except the futon.
Exactly.
Which you paid for.
Which I sold.
Which you sold.
Right.
And which was on your credit card.
Yes, ma'am.
Or on a joint credit card.
Right.
Which he wasn't paying from jail.
Right.
Good.
Excuse me, the insurance was paying for it. When she came down with MS, the insurance picked up all the bills. She virtually had no bills, with the exception of the rent.
So just a minute. Why should she have any bills? That wasn't your arrangement. Mr. Mazur.
But
your
there is an
arrangement...
eviction process you go through in the state of California. You just don't throw somebody out and lock them out.
Where's his mother?
My mother, I can't live with her. She has cats, and I'm fatally allergic to them. So I can't live with my mother.
Your mother has cats, sir.
Yeah.
I have no more time. This lawsuit is nonsense. Case is dismissed. Who are you?
I was his girlfriend at the time, and he did have a job when he moved there.
I was invited by them to go to school. That's why I went there. And they didn't have the money at the time to pay for me to go to school.
Mr. Mazur, it's not her fault that your father violated his parole and served 6 months. She doesn't have to support you, sir. She's got enough trouble of her own. Goodbye.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Out the back door to your
And
right.
on the next Judge Judy.
It was a cold thing what she did to me. She threw me on the streets knowing I had no place to go. I mean, it was a really hard thing for me to deal with. I had to come up with nothing. I mean, I had half my clothes, nothing else. That's all I had when she threw me on the streets.
I had to rent that room out because it's called survival.
I looked at my car and then I saw Lily on the driver's seat. I ran after her, but she took off at high speed.
He says she stole his car for no reason. She says she had a reason.
She was crying, saying that he was going up her skirt.
Did you put your hands on her?
No, I did not.
Everything he told me was a lie.
Good, so you stole his car.
I just wanted to go home.
Don't lie to me.
And vandalizing it. Lily claims her friend was being attacked and used his car to get away.
Order, all rise. Quiet in the courtroom, please, all rise.
Me too, Judge.
Mr. Mohammed, you are suing the defendant. Would you stand up straight, please, as a court? For $750 because you say she stole your car and vandalized it. Is that right?
That's right.
You and the defendant went to a club together, correct? Dance club. You were with a male friend, and she had 2 other female friends with her. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am. It was a Mexican nightclub, so that's what
I don't see how that's particularly relevant, madam. Whether it was a Mexican nightclub or what kind of a nightclub
What would he
it was.
be doing at a Mexican nightclub? You know?
We're talking about his car, not about what kind of club it was.
Okay.
Just be quiet and pay attention. So you're inside the club and you're dancing, and I assume doing what you do at a club, and it came time for you to leave. According to your complaint, you got into your car. You were in the passenger seat, front passenger seat. Is that right?
Yes.
Your male friend and your 2 female friends were in the back seat.
Yes, that's correct.
Now, you acknowledge that you took his car.
I didn't take it. The police report doesn't say I took it, my friend took it.
That's what you say. You say your friend took the car and you left it at your brother's house. We'll get to that in a moment. Now, according to your complaint, sir, you got out of the car.
Yes.
Tell me why.
When I was leaving the club, there was a girl, excuse me, there was a girl that I spoke to earlier at the club. She flagged me down to talk to me. I parked my car, left the car running, went around the car to talk to the girl.
How far away from the car were you at that point?
2 feet. I was right next to my car. I was talking to her. My friend was in the car, so I felt safe since he was on the back seat. He got out of the car to join the conversation.
So he left the girls in the car too, and the 2 of you guys went and talked to this other girl.
We were standing right next to the car talking to the girls, correct?
Was there one girl or more than one girl that you were talking to?
One girl.
So the 2 of you guys were talking to one girl?
I was talking, he was listening.
Okay. And then what happened?
And then as sudden, I saw my car moving, like backing up. I looked at my car, and then I saw Lily on the driver's seat. I tried to run after her to stop her, like telling her to stop. And the security guards in the club, they also ran after her, but she took off at high speed. I ran to a payphone in the parking lot, and I called 911. I reported the car stolen. The police responded within minutes. They tried to screen the whole area around, like the club. They couldn't find the car.
Now, you ultimately, according to your complaints, had to take a taxi cab home for $100.
Actually, 115, and that was about 3 hours later because I had to walk for about 3 or 4 miles to get to the nearest payphone at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I called the cab, and I went
And then
home.
you got the car back. Ultimately, they found the car.
Correct. Actually, she took the keys to the police department, and she told them where the car is.
Okay. How much later?
I would say about at least 16, 17 hours later, I was able to locate my car.
Now, describe the car when you got it back, sir.
The car was very dirty. There was vomiting on the door, on the inside, on the interior and the exterior, on the carpet, on the leather. There was so much trash, like fast food trash from Jack in the Box. The property inside the car was badly vandalized.
What property?
I had a radar detector.
You had what?
A radar detector.
Radar detector.
That I paid $380 for it. This is the mounting bracket, and this is the wire connection, and that's all what's left from that device. My Ray-Ban sunglasses were flattened. Somebody has been sitting on them, so they're not usable. And as you can see, that the whole frame is twisted.
What's in the bag?
In the bag, actually, this is my belongings were left like this. If you look at them, some of them are business documents. Some of them are checkbooks that have been taken out of their cover. My credit cards were like
well,
all
were
over
these
the
in a
place.
suitcase or an attaché case or just in the glove compartment?
I had them.
just on the
I had
floor.
them. I had them like
In
this
the back.
in the trunk. I had them like this in bags like these in the trunk. And then when I found the car, everything was trash and the bags were empty and the credit cards were all over. Until this point, I don't know if there is any of the credit cards missing or the IDs that I have because it's just a big mess for me to go through it in such a short period of time.
All right.
if you want me to itemize the parts that were damaged or missing.
In a minute.
Okay.
Now let's hear your story. Look at me.
Okay.
Because I read your answer.
Okay. He picked us up and we went out. There was no intention, like, you know, we didn't go out as a date. We went as friends.
He called you or you called him?
He paged me, and I called him back.
So you called him?
Yeah, and he asked me, what are you going to do tonight? I said, I'm going to go out. And then he says, well, why? Because we were going to go out before, but I was like, I didn't want to go out with him. And then he came and he picked us up.
You and two friends?
Me and my friend here. My other friend, she moved already. They picked us up. They weren't even dressed to go to a club at all. I mean, he was wearing like jeans and some shoes with no socks and like almost a t-shirt. It was like a t-shirt. And we went out. He didn't do anything. All he did was sit down the whole night. We were on our own.
Miss Nava.
Yes.
He may not have been dressed to go out to a club. I think you are not in the position to even refer to that, since in my judgment, you are not dressed appropriately for court.
Well,
do you understand?
I'm coming from work.
I don't care whether you're coming from work. Did
I'm
you ever
coming
hear
from work.
Listen to me, Miss Nava.
You know.
Did you ever hear the word sweater?
I don't have a sweater.
Right.
It's hot
Come on.
outside.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
The way he was dressed was awful. Awful. No class at all. To drive a nice car like he does, he has no class to dress.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Nikki Mohammed and Lily Nava met at a club. Nikki says Lily stole his car and trashed it. Lily says her friend was being attacked and needed the car to get away.
And then what happened?
Him and his friends were out somewhere, and me and my friends were just our way. So it was time to leave, and we were leaving. Okay, I went inside to go to the restroom. My friend was in the car, and my other friend was in the car. When I come back, my friend here, and it's sitting down, she was kind of drunk, and she was crying, saying that he was going up her skirt. Because she was out the sunroof. They were parked, and she was standing out the sunroof. That he was going up her skirt. And I was like, why are you doing that? And then he started yelling at her. I was like, why are you yelling at her? And he was like, hold on. And that's when we reversed, and he parked. So after that, my friend Sandra, she didn't drink at all. She was mad because of what he was doing to her. And she's here to explain it to you.
This one, the one who was drunk? The one who you just told me was drunk. She's going to explain it to me? This I got to hear. Right here.
Order.
Well, I was just like on the sunroof. I was outside saying bye to my friends.
You were on the sunroof?
Yes.
You mean you were sticking your head out of the sunroof?
Yeah, but the car was parked.
Oh. Okay.
And I was just saying bye to my friends because we have friends there. And all of a sudden, the guy, I don't know who it was, I just saw a guy with a beard. He was going up my dress. He lifted my dress up.
So you didn't know who it was?
No, I just saw a guy, because I saw his face, and I just saw, like, a beard on his face.
Yeah, go ahead.
And that's it, and that's all it, and I got down, and I sat down, and I was crying, because nobody has ever done that to me. And I don't like that, so.
You shouldn't drink to the point where you don't remember what's happening to you, madam.
No, I remember what happened to me. I know what he did.
She wasn't passed out.
Did you put your hands on her?
Your Honor, they were all wearing pants. None was wearing dress. So
She was wearing a dress.
I was wearing a dress.
And to answer your question, no, I did not.
Well, you were in the sun. Listen to me carefully. See, because I'm reading your answer here. Common sense suggests to me that the story that you're telling me is a lot of baloney. Let me tell you why. What I'm hearing is that he got out of the car to talk to another girl, which ticked you off.
No.
Just pay careful attention, because she's sitting in the back seat of the car. He was driving the car. How do you get him?
The car was stopped.
We were parked in front of the club.
Doesn't make any difference.
Yeah,
the car was parked.
It does make a difference.
So, hey, listen carefully, ladies. So what you're telling me is, let me suggest this scenario, if it helps you. He got out of the driver's seat. He came back in the passenger seat where you were, because you were in the front passenger seat. That's what you just told me.
She was in the middle. The sunroof,
I was in the back.
The sunroof is right in the middle of the car. And she got up, and then he got back in the car.
See, I was
gone.
I just got up.
I was waving by in to the my middle. friends. It's in the middle. The sunroof is in the middle of the car.
Let me ask you this question, Miss Nava.
Nava.
You had two friends with you. One's drunk, right? And you just came back from the bathroom. And you're at a club where there are all kinds of security guards, right? Why didn't you take your drunk friend and your other friend and get out of the car and go into the club and say, we're having some problems with the people who brought us?
Because he was yelling at us, telling us to get in the car. He was like, get in the car, get in the car. I'm like, calm down, what's your problem? He's like, get in the car, we're gonna leave already.
So what you're telling me is, listen to me, so what you're telling me is instead of, you were frightened of him. So instead
I'm not frightened of him.
So why did you get into the car?
I wasn't frightened, she was frightened. I just wanted to go home, that's all.
So why didn't you go? Who do you live with?
My dad and my brother.
So why didn't you go into the club and call your dad and call your brother? Let me tell you what you said here in your answer. Quiet! Let me tell you why. I read your answer and it all doesn't sound very kosher to me. You know what kosher means? They don't serve kosher food in a Mexican club. All right. You say, Sandra will appear with me in court.
She left already.
Just a second. So she's not here. Sandra,
Yeah.
the one who you blamed for actually driving
I
the
didn't
car
blame
away.
her. She was driving.
No, that's what you say. I just wrote
But the
along
police
with Sandra.
said-
Hey,
We didn't blame her.
Are
The
you?
police said it.
Are you?
We didn't blame
Try
her.
not to talk over me. Listen, madam, you don't know what was happening. You were drunk and probably vomited all over the car.
No.
All right?
That's not even true.
So, listen to me. Try to listen, ladies. You say that you did this because you were afraid for your own safety and your friend's safety, and that's why you took the car.
I didn't do anything. My friend drove the car. I didn't drive nothing. She got in the car and we left. She said we were just in the car and she just took off.
The police called at my parents' house, this is what you wrote, and I told them exactly where they could find the car, and they picked up the keys from me with no problem or questions, and they recovered the car.
Because they asked for me at my house, and they were over my house. We came back in the morning to my dad's house, and the police called me.
You came back in the morning?
Yeah.
Well, where were you all night?
At my brother's house.
Why?
Why? Because that was the nearest place we could get there. We just got there and we stood there. I didn't want to go home with the stolen car to my dad, so I went to my brother's.
Yes. I love it when a game plan comes together.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
She goes and she could drink all she wants. That's how I feel.
I wasn't driving, so it's all right.
Oh, please. They tell me Costa Rica is a very good place to live in retirement.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Nikki Mohammed is suing acquaintance Lily Nava for taking his Lexus and vandalizing it. Lily says she only borrowed the car and did no damage.
Let me see your damages, sir. You have...
I have $115 for taxi.
Okay.
I had $46.90.
Just a second, Bert. Turn on the buttons, because, you know, Mother doesn't know how to do buttons.
That's all good.
Mother knows how to do truth, but not buttons. Go.
$115 for a taxi cab.
You're a big tipper. Yeah, go ahead.
No, actually, it's about 35 miles.
It was
distance.
$100 here that you wrote here in the complaint, sir. When you put it on the back here, you said $115. So I assumed that it was $100. You gave him a $15 tip. Don't lie to me. You want me to show you? You want me to show you your complaint?
Actually, it was miswritten. But anyway, it's $115 for taxi cab. It's $46.90 for rental car. It's $35 for the key emblem.
When did you rent a car?
The next day.
Why?
At 9:30, because I had no car. I had to go about my business.
Why don't you tell your girlfriend to take you?
Madam. Madam.
When I received the keys back.
Ay, ay, ay. This is our future. Go ahead. This is our future.
When I received,
Come on, come.
When I received
What
the
else?
keys, when I received the keys back, they were missing this emblem, $35 worth of emblem. The Whistler ES80 detector, that's worth $380. Ray-Ban glasses that are flattened for $125.
Get the Ray-Ban glasses.
$165.
165.
165 for detailing.
For the what?
Detailing.
What's detailing?
Detailing the car, to clean the car, to clean
To
the,
clean it.
the
Oh,
vomit.
to clean it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
And
want to clean out the car.
$16 for jumper cables that were missing from the trunk.
Jumper cable.
I don't think that they took your jumper cable, sir. Hey, Bert, are
We
these
didn't
nice
take
Ray-Bans?
anything from his car. We left everything there.
Quiet. You trashed his car. There isn't a question in my mind that you and your friends trashed his car.
He could have put it all together by now. Look at that bag. It's been like 6 months now.
Mr. Mohammed, I want to tell you something. Bird, you like this?
Yeah. It was still has it in the bag.
She may buy them.
125 for the Ray-Bans?
Yeah. 125 for the Ray-Bans. What else?
That's it. That's
how much
the
we got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I got
7 items.
682.90.
682.90.
No, no, that is not correct.
That's what he's got.
380.
Bird never makes a mistake with the calculator,
Well,
sir.
$115.
I'm not giving you
Okay.
credit for the emblem, sir,
Well,
on your keys. Go
46.
ahead. What else?
There are 7 items. If you add them up right,
These are the items, Bird. $165 for detailing, $125 for the Ray-Bans, $380 for the radar detector, $47 for the rental car, and $115 for a taxi cab.
$832.
Okay. Now, Mr. Mohammed, you have to exercise good judgment, sir.
Yeah, you're too
You
old
are-
for this.
How old are you?
I'm 18. He's 30, what, 5?
Madam, nobody dragged you in the car. Nobody told you that you had to go
He
with
didn't
him.
have to lie
Nobody
about
said.
his age.
Nobody said.
He lied about everything.
He lied
his
about his
name,
age.
about his age, where he lived, everything. Everything he told me was a lie.
Good. So you stole his car. Stupid.
We didn't steal
What?
it, though.
Just a second. Let me explain something to you. This is dangerous business. Dangerous business. You acted like an idiot that night. You got one friend who's drunk. I don't know where the other one is. I don't know whether she had been drinking or not. You're right.
It's all right, though.
She doesn't drink. She's old enough to drink. The other girl's not old enough to drink. She's old enough she could drink all she wants. That's how I feel.
I wasn't driving, so it's all right.
Oh, please. Costa Rica. They tell me Costa Rica is a very good place to live in retirement.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Mr. Mohammed, be smart, right? Don't fool around with babies. These are babies. They're not fully cooked yet. The only thing that they are is stupid, because they shouldn't have been in your car. And they certainly, if they felt that they were threatened, which I doubt. See, because if I really felt that they were threatened by you or your friend, I would have some compassion for them. But it seems to me, if you feel threatened in a situation and you are in a place where there is all kinds of security, you take yourself,
but they don't even do
nothing.
you take yourself inside to a phone booth where there are a lot of people, and you make a phone call to your father, your brother, whatever
He
else.
said it himself, the phone's not till 3 blocks away.
that's not true. They're in the parking lot.
Didn't you just say that?
No.
Yeah. And you're lying.
No,
Again.
it's right there in the police report.
Always lying. Always.
There is a phone in the club.
But he said he had to walk.
There is a phone.
He said he had to walk.
He said
he could have gone to the phone in the club too.
Madam, he said he chased your car.
Where? To the end of the parking lot?
God, get her out of here. Judgment in this case is for the plaintiff in the amount of $832.
Parties are excused. You may step out. Out the back door to your right.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
The way he was dressed, just awful. Awful, no class at all. To drive a nice car like he does, he has no class or dress. And right now, maybe, but when he went out with us, no way. She was drunk. You know, I knew what was going on.
But see, that's all right. I'm old enough.
This is a joke, you know? This is a joke. He's a 30-year-old man. He's kind of grown.
I get a call on my phone. Got my girl telling me she love me, but hardly trust she a hoe. Got a job in my mind, so asked her to blow. Said she don't wanna rush, she want it slow. Fuck her brains up, kicked her out the door, yeah. Never did love no one. Have my boys in my back with these guns, blacked out drip. Fuck these nuns. I don't pray for love, I pray for one night kinda fun. Dropped her off to be sex, kicked her out to the curb, I'm done. Said she wants me bad, said she wants me to be a dad to a son. Thought this bitch was a mine. Fuck these 304s, I ain't got time. I do drills for a living, no farts back home. These hoes be catfishing. If I'm wrong, then tell me what I miss. Say murder on my next minute, we get sick. Get the bag of the fame, come home, he's back bitching. I get a call on my phone from a girl telling me she love me, but hardly trust she a hoe. Got a job in my mind, so asked her the blows. Said she don't wanna rush, she want it slow. Fucked her brains up, kicked her out the door, yeah. 2 years straight, I've been on a mission. Get the bag, hit the fame, living on my cash or a pension. Events for the ops, I'm not anymore in detention. Walk in a room and feel the tension. Say it to my face, but not in mention. Lost in a time when I fuck these bare hoes on these benches. I'm stressed as sin, that's just the way I begin. Give me a moment to think, I'm a writer, my words. I'm sorry for the years as being a pimp. Let me correct my words, I'm sorry for the years as being a simp. Not anymore, but the whole damn so now she wanna be my hoe. Let's go. I get a call on my phone from a girl telling me she love me, but hardly trust she a hoe. Got a job in my mind, so asked her the blows. Said she don't wanna rush, she want it slow. Fucked her brains up, kicked her out the door, yeah. Never did love no one. Have my boys in my back with these guns, blacked out drip. Fuck these nuns. I don't pray for love, I pray for one night kinda fun. Dropped her off to be sex, kicked her out to the curb, I'm done. Said she wants me bad, said she wants me to be a dad to a son. Thought this bitch was a mine. Fuck these 304s, I ain't got time. I do drills for a living, no farts back home. These hoes be catfishing. If I'm wrong, then tell me what I miss. Say murder on my next minute, we get sick. Get the bag of the fame, come home, he's back bitching.